and welcome to Time to Tabletop. Adrenochrome. That's this show. This week we are playing Pandemic Legacy, the month of July. We won June, which was awesome.
Hey, we made it through half the year.
We have. It's half the year is over in Pandemic. We have roadblocked up a couple cities. Osaka is in bad shape. Osaka is our first
Asia's
fallen
in bad
city.
shape.
Asia's not doing great, but Osaka's doing extra bad. Before I forget, we're sponsored by people. We're sponsored by Arknights, makers of flat plastic minis and various board gaming sundries. Not this, though. And...
Can they make something for this?
Yeah. Also, OG, Original Gamer. What's up? Go to their site. Buy stuff.
Whoa.
That got too aggressive. I'm sorry.
I was really getting
I mean,
aggressive.
if you want to buy stuff.
You know,
I mean,
you don't have to. It's no skin off my nose, but you know. Okay.
Where are you?
She's writing Coda on there.
It bothers me that thing is
It
blank.
doesn't say it. Okay. We
We
haven't
really need to
cured black
eradicate
yet.
black so we can name it.
Or we haven't eradicated black yet. You know why? Because we love black. I don't know what I'm talking about.
I
I'm
can't.
just gonna sit here quietly.
I'm Kat, Becca, Jenna, and Mitch. So yeah, it's the gang is all here because if they weren't, we wouldn't be playing.
It's
We're dedicated
true.
like that, ride or die.
Someone tried to leave us, and
Yeah.
we decided no.
Yeah.
Who?
You!
I didn't try. I had a conflicting...
Work tried to make you leave us.
Don't leave us.
Yeah, we were all like, we'll ask one person if they can play it, and if they can't, then we'll reschedule.
So we've set up some permanent roadblocks between Sydney and the United States.
What?
These
The
keep
election of
coming up.
Donald Trump? Oh my god.
Topical.
Today I met a Republican who was like, but I'm not a Trump Republican. That happened to me
They
today
have
at
to
the dog
specify
shelter.
now.
I'm like, that's cool. Good for you.
I love all of you Republicans who aren't Trump Republicans. Those of you that are,
I mean,
Unless
they
you're-
were,
unless
what
you're
if they
Ted
were,
Cruz-
and then they've changed their mind?
Unless you're Ted Cruz Republicans, and I...
yeah, you could have voted for Donald Trump, but if you're not ashamed by now, what's wrong with you?
Shit just got real, guys.
Sorry,
Too real.
I've drunk enough beers that I'm got the politics filter shut off.
Should we say we're in California?
How many beers does it take for you to shut off your politics filter?
None really.
Yeah,
But
What number is she on now?
Two.
But
There you go.
and literally,
This
she
is-
never
this
stops
is-
talking about politics.
Yeah, but I don't talk about politics
Oh, no.
on the stream usually, except right
Oh,
now.
I thought I
when
broke the marker. But
we made a joke and therefore it became a rant.
It's my fault.
Okay, yes.
I am completely responsible.
So we
I'm a
have
conduct officer, so I'm all about accountability.
a win bonus for this month. Any
Mom's
game
a win bonus for this month.
for any game played in July after setup, but before the first turn
Whoa!
begins.
What is happening?
So,
there a dog?
so funny!
Oh, there's a dog under the table! Oh, she whipped me with
You know, we still had our
I know,
shit
like,
together up until a
You whipped me with your tail!
Like, this game just went off a cliff, like, in
Right.
about a minute and a half.
I got
okay.
excited in the dog. I really didn't know she was
Really
over there.
quickly, I should specify for those of you that are watching the
It's your
channel
butthole,
regularly, you might notice that the follower count is different than it was on
I'm sorry I got rowdy.
Tuesday?
on Tuesday.
Or Wednesday.
I'm just getting really distracted here.
Tuesday.
We
Yeah.
play on Wednesdays.
We play on
But that's
Wednesdays,
okay.
but it's a different follower count than it was on Tuesday, aka yesterday. Jenna was correct,
I am.
and you should
Don't
apologize.
I know what I'm doing, guys.
Yeah.
I have no clue what we're doing.
At any rate, you might notice the follower count is different than on Infinity Tower, and that's because this is pre-recorded. Because your father and I don't
Politics.
love you anymore. You should have done better.
Because politics.
Yeah,
In
because
California.
politics. Because we're all dead now. I hope you're happy. Dark. At any rate, so yeah, the follower count's going to be different. Just deal with it. So our win bonus for last month, because we won.
Get out of the kitchen.
We can either add one equipment
Yeah.
sticker. We can either add one equipment sticker to a city card in a player's hand, or we can add 3 roadblock markers anywhere on the board.
I say we do that one. Because then we can just do that right there.
Yeah.
Well, why don't we set up the
We'll
board
find
first?
out once we've set up the board.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Your mom sets up the board.
does she ever? Okay.
She's real good at it.
So,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
So set that board real good.
Okay.
Got all the pieces in the right
So-
places.
We're supposed to draw this
Doesn't
card
lose anything.
just before we set up our first game in July.
That's what we're doing.
That's what we're doing. Oh my goodness, there's mission briefings. Mission briefing! July mission briefing.
Oh, I forgot what that was.
Yeah. A virologist who went missing at a research station in a faded city, let's say Shanghai.
We don't have a research station in a faded city.
We had one, didn't we?
No.
Oh,
Last time, but it wasn't
Yeah.
permanent.
so they went missing from Manila last time. Was on the verge of a breakthrough on Coda.
God damn it.
No, they weren't.
We need her ASAP, as her knowledge is the key to a possible vaccine. Without her, the threat of the faded will become permanent. We hate to ask your team, but given your level of understanding of the situation, we have no other options. You're going to need to search for her. She was last seen in a research station in a faded city. Okay. First we're opening K.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, it's K. They're never in order.
Okay.
They're not even close to an order.
Hey,
I
where
guess
are
that's
you?
what
I
they're
see you.
with me. Hey.
Whoops.
Hey, it's
Uh-oh,
Kay.
there's stuff stuck to it.
Nope. Search. Discard 1 or more cards to advance 1 search party token along a search track.
What the?
Apparently there's a search track.
Cool. I'm gonna go look for where rules sticker K goes.
Only certain cities can be searched.
What?
Eligible cities are described on each search card.
Oh.
Sounds like they're
I
searching
assume we're gonna
upstairs.
pull some search cards.
I would assume so.
Whenever an epidemic occurs, advance the target of each search 1 space. If a target ever reaches the cold trail space, the target cannot be found during this game.
Lord, I hope this makes sense soon.
Oh god.
If a search party reaches the target of its search, they find it!
Do we find the researcher?
Oh wait, if they find it. Oh crap.
If we find the researcher?
Yeah, basically, so that's what the target of our search is, the research, or this turn. So apparently there's some sort of search track that we're going to have to deal with.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
should have played this one first.
So discard one. Search party token won't a search. I'm so confused by this.
Let's just keep
I
opening
hope it
cards
makes
and maybe
sense.
it'll make sense.
I'm gonna go ahead and place rule
D.
sticker K in here.
Look for D.
You get the
Find a
D.
D.
D. Oh, D is one of the early rules, I think.
You get the D.
Rule sticker
I already have
D.
the D.
Oh, it's number 8. Number 8 is rule sticker D.
I got the D right here.
Ooh, is that a box?
You now have top secret clearance, constellation level 12. Open package 5.
Oh.
Yay, 5!
High five.
I like opening the
These
boxes.
Search party tokens.
Sure is.
Cool! We're so excited.
I'm so excited.
Oh,
And I
what?
just can't-
I'm
Some
so
of these
scared.
are tickets. Some of them are targets, and some of them are little Carmen San Diego looking glasses.
Oh.
Okay, so set up search tracks. Add a search party token to space 0 of each search track, and add a target token to the space in the track with a red outline.
Oh, did it give us a bag?
No, he brought extra bags.
Yeah, that was my suggestion.
I also
Actually, here,
Okay.
use the small one for that.
So, can I have rule D? Is that, you just read it?
Yep.
Okay. Set up to space 0.
I'm assuming that's gotta come up somewhere.
I'm
assuming-
hoping.
There's gotta be a sticker that we put somewhere.
I was putting the searchies and the
That's
thingies
fine.
in there too. Okay.
I'll figure it out.
Okay. 44.
Save that.
So these are in order.
Oh, did I have an extra one?
We had a little one. We switched out the little black one for
Oh,
the
yeah.
big
that
one,
makes
so we
sense.
had a little one left
Oh, yeah.
for these guys.
Yeah, a little bit better for that.
44. Okay. Oh, these apparently add a sticker to each reference card. So search. If you are in an eligible city, discard 1 or more cards matching the color of your city to
Yeah.
advance a search party token.
Okay.
Okay, so that's a new action for us.
Yes.
I don't want to have to switch over the
You gotta
card.
flip over the card.
Ugh.
I'm not
Put
gonna
it,
keep
put it
track of all
facing
of
the
our
right
actions.
way too. There's an up
Oh,
and a
shit.
down on this.
So you flip it like this, see? You flip
Yeah.
it.
What?
Like this, Jenna.
Oh my god, you're so smart.
I bet you our watchers would enjoy seeing him get slapped. Just saying.
Let the four fingers.
The 5 fingers say the hand.
Oh
For
yeah.
the face.
God.
4 fingers, what was it? Fucking Mickey Mouse?
What?
What the 5 fingers say to the face? Slap. Chicago show.
47. Please let this be some sort of track.
Jesus Christ, nope.
Maybe?
Add one of these stickers to each epidemic card.
Oh, for
Place
fuck's
them
sake.
below the intensify instructions.
Oh, shit balls.
Okay, what's it say?
You're
Time
fucked,
ticks
that's what it
on.
says.
Advance the target of each search 1 space.
Fuckity shit.
There you go.
So those are new
I'll
steps.
let you go ahead and do that. Back
Do we
up.
have anything else to open?
No, that was it. But I have
There's
another
gonna be more.
objective.
Find
Find
the motherfucker? Oh, just guessing, sorry.
Find the virologist in a faded city containing a research station. We don't have any research stations in faded cities.
So we have to build one?
If
I
you
do.
succeed, destroy this objective at the end of the game.
Oh, snap.
So
we
there's
need to
a
move our win bonus. So wait, we're in July? So we need to pick 3 objectives still.
Sick.
So do we have to do the red ones, or?
there's this card that I don't know what it's about.
We have
Oh, hey, the search for the virologist.
Oh, we figured it out.
Holy shit, there it is.
Take the search action if you are in a faded city with a research station.
God damn it, we need to build some research stations.
Somebody suggested doing that the last game. I wonder who that was.
I like our
No
Roblox.
one cares about that.
I care about that.
No, you don't get to go along with the plan and then be like, oh, look at my idea would have worked. Like, well,
I'm gonna keep that in mind the next time you do that.
well, not that anyone ever listens to me, so it doesn't fucking matter.
Advance 1 space for each card you discard, matching the color of the...
No one listens to us on this side of the table.
Sorry, what?
No, listen to me. Take the search action if you are...
Sometimes we need a break.
Yeah. Take the search action if you are in a faded city with a research station. Advance 1
Yeah,
space
have
for
this
each
little
card you
sticker.
discard, matching... Or I cannot read this.
No, I can't understand what you're saying anyway. I have to read it with my own eyeballs. So
Okay.
you can ignore me.
Take the search... It's being taped, babe.
I know.
Okay. Take the search action if you are in a faded city with a research station. Advance 1 space for each card you discard matching the color of your city. Advance 3 spaces if you discard the card matching your city. If there's a quarantine in the city you are searching, advance the search party 1 additional space per search action. Unfortunately, we're going to have to discard Manila in order to build a research station in Manila.
Yep.
Which,
Wait, is there somebody who
Right.
can just build research stations without?
Yeah,
Burley.
That's why I put him on top.
Yeah. True that. We might have to have Burley up in this build.
Yeah, well, and he could also help with building, like, he could build the military bases too
Maybe we can meet that objective.
to make
Sure.
that objective instead of eradicating one.
Yeah, so we'll need to build
Well,
up.
because the only one we can. Oh wait, no, we can still eradicate. Never mind.
Okay, the next thing I'm flipping over, because there's still
Wait a
one
second,
more.
hold on.
Okay.
Do the search action if you're in a faded city with a research station.
When we find the virologist, we're supposed to scratch this off.
I find this confusing.
So you can throw that into
think
the
so.
bonus.
Take the search action if you're in a faded city with a research station.
Oh yeah, that's a better place to
And
put
then
it.
the search action is discard 1 or more cards matching the color of your city to advance a search party token. There's that.
And if it's in a city that's quarantined,
So, my question is, I assume this red one is where the virologist is.
Yeah.
Why is that
Can
one?
you reread the search for the virologist rule again?
Discard one or more cards to advance one search party token along a search track. Only certain cities can be searched. Eligible cities are described on each search card. So in
these
this
are
case-
like. It sounds like these are going to happen again.
Yes.
We're going to have to search for other things. So this is the one we have to do now.
Yes.
Okay. Keep going.
Whenever an epidemic occurs, advance the target of each search one space. If the target ever reaches the cold trail space, the target cannot be found during this game.
Which is so.
If a search party reaches the target at the end of the search, if the search party reaches the target of the search, they find it. So I'm guessing you start them on wherever the red one is.
So we start this here.
So that's the virologist.
Yep. And so it looks like you can have multiple searches going at one time. Because that's why you have, like, so it looks like you could have before.
That's one per player. There's 4 of us.
No, we do this as a team.
Oh.
Yeah, this is a team thing.
You can have
So
up to 4, like, searches.
put the little looking glass on space 0. That's
And
gonna
so-
be part of it.
Every time we search, we move this forward. Right?
But every
Right.
epidemic.
Every epidemic,
moves.
she moves.
So if we hit the 5th epidemic before finding her,
We
we don't
can't
find her. And so we have to do this. We have to catch up to her before.
right. But
And
if-
why do we move? How does it move forward again?
This moves when we perform the search function, which is you discard cards that are the same color of the city that you're in.
Okay.
Yeah,
a
I
research
think that
station
maybe
in a
we should
shaded
move
city.
this. Can we move this down to like here so it's easier
Yeah.
for everybody to read?
Yeah, that's
'cause-
fine.
And then the search function is you discard a card or
You can discard as many cards as you want on each action.
But you can only do it if you're in a faded city with a research station,
Yes.
which
Yes.
we don't even have.
yeah.
So,
Okay. Oh, sorry.
and then if the city's in quarantine, the search icon moves an additional one, and if it's the city, if you're in the city,
3
it's
spaces.
3
Gotcha.
spaces.
Right, and it's only for red cards. I
Yeah.
should
And if
know.
there's a quarantine in the city you're searching, advance the search party one
Well-
additional space.
Just in general, though, it's the color of the city that you're searching in because it
Yeah.
sounds like eventually we could be searching for things in other cities
Yes,
too.
but I'm saying in this
Case.
particular case,
It has to be red.
we have to keep in mind that it has to be red.
Right.
Okay.
Does this make sense?
Just a little bit.
Yes.
So we can make them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
just
got it now. I'm just hella visual. I can't
Yeah, I need to. I'll
I can't
play it for a little bit
listen
and then figure it
to
out.
someone reading something and
No,
get-
I
have to
mean,
read
I
it
am-
myself.
I understand that's just for the benefit of
No, I know.
the thing I'm reading.
I'm
out
saying
loud.
I understand it now and I'm good to move on.
Okay. All right. So
We only have 3 of those.
I think we have those placed.
Okay.
Shit, we only have 3 of those.
All right. So let's start the infections up. We shuffled them.
So the first one, Shania.
Shania gets 3.
Good
And
thing
Shania's
we
faded.
roadblocked that.
Yep.
Forgot Shania was faded.
I brought it up because I saw you pick up the black bag.
1, 2, 3.
Man, those guys are jerks.
Shanghai.
Obviously
Shit,
faded.
guys.
Man, those guys are jerks.
It's the one that has the military base too. That sucks.
What do you mean?
It's Sydney.
Oh god.
God damn.
I shuffled these great.
Yeah, did you?
I did.
Are you sure?
Yes, I did.
You sure
Repeatedly.
you didn't stack it? Till we
Let me
moved
just
you?
put the
Alright.
reds on the top.
Sao Paulo. See? I shuffled. If I can open the yellow bag.
Boy, you really sealed that tight the last time we played.
I
all
think it
those
was
weeks
me.
ago.
Washington. Madrid.
That ends the 2s.
The 1s. Utter Mumbai. Hong Kong. and Bangkok.
Ugh.
Hot.
All right, so next up we're going to pick the funded events. We only get 2 this time. So we've got One Quiet Night, which everybody remembers. You skip the Infect City steps.
Forecast.
Okay.
Forecast
I was
for
like-
life.
We've got Flexible Package, just the discard 1 to 3 city cards, and the player gets to take additional actions.
Mm-hmm.
Local Initiative, place a quarantine marker on any 2 cities on the board.
Maybe. That's a solid maybe.
Resilient Population, remove any 1 card from the infection discard pile so that it can't get infected again.
Interesting.
Borrowed Time is the take 2 extra actions. It's like the less good version of Flexible Aid Package.
Yeah.
Remote Outpost, add 1 military base to any city.
I mean, that might help us with completing the mission, or one of the objectives, I mean, but
No, is it a research station or is it a...
military base.
Military base, yeah.
Yeah, but can we only find her in the research station?
Yeah, but I'm talking about it could help us with
Just
one of
with
the
the,
other
like,
objectives.
Oh, okay.
the one where when you would do
There's
the
well,
six.
for research stations, there is government grant, which is add 1 research station in any city.
That could be helpful.
I mean, if we don't play Burley, for sure.
Yeah. But I think we're probably going to play him anyway, so...
Well, if we're gonna play Burley, then government grant and remote outposts are pointless.
Yeah.
New assignment: 1 player, including the active player, may discard their current character and replace it with an unused character. I could see that being useful.
Yeah, I can too. I'm just not sure if it's better than anything else.
Well, because that way we can have Burley to start with and swap him out for somebody else.
Yeah.
If we draw the card.
Yeah. I mean, I'm liking it as an option, but remote treatment: remove 2 disease cubes from the board, and airlift, which is you can move a player to another city.
Alright, so forecast is for sure.
Yeah, and I feel like we're between resilient population, local initiative, and new assignment.
What was the local initiative again?
Place a quarantine marker on any 2 cities on the board.
Do we not want to do One Quiet Night?
One Quiet Night, skip the next Infect City step.
Should we pick characters and do those at the same time? I think that's probably the...
Characters are a little bit later because it's a lot of it has to do with like what you end up drawing for cards too.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was going to try to pick those with kind of an
I mean, One Quiet Night is a real lifesaver.
Yeah. But being able to swap out Burley for something a little bit more useful later
Yeah,
might be beneficial.
I like that idea. So let's remove resilient population and local initiative. I feel like we're now saying we're between new assignment and One Quiet Night. Right?
Yeah.
There are only 3 to be built, though.
We can also build the military ones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
we can
anybody can build a thing for the city they're in, and then he builds
You have to have the card for that
You have to
city.
have the card.
right
Yeah.
the card. But he can build
Anything.
Anywhere.
anything wherever he is.
Yeah. No card required.
Which is why
So
I think
he could run around, build some stuff, and then if somebody had that card,
we
they
can swap it out.
swap it out for like the colonel or
Yeah.
The scientist.
somebody else. Oh, the scientist, because that would be awesome. Because we don't need.
Yeah.
She only needs 4
Okay,
cards
so-
to cure.
Okay.
Forecast and new assignment.
Yep.
Okay.
You talked me into it.
Alright, let's shuffle them into that deck. Then everybody gets 2 cards. If you stick one in the middle of the deck to begin with, yeah. Solid. Like get them really far from each other, and that way they're less likely to come up right next to each other. I mean, they still might, but...
We have 9 characters to play now.
Becca, would you like to cut?
So not have me touch cards today.
Oh.
No, just
Alright, so
Anybody
each of us
can.
gets
Anybody
2.
can curse the deck. Don't
Yeah.
you worry.
Oh, these things do not re-stick for shit.
Becca,
You could have
Becca,
just
can you hand
asked
those
me
to
to
Kat, please?
do it.
I got Tokyo and San Francisco.
Sorry.
Boop, boop,
Uh,
doo,
I've got Istanbul and-
assignment.
Kat, could you, thank
You need the stickers.
Oh, yeah, you're right, sorry.
We've got Istanbul. I've got Istanbul
Oh,
and
shit.
Buenos Aires.
And I got the other one.
Nice.
Nice.
So we have them from...
Starting the game
And
with
we
those
saw
two.
you stick those into the middle of the deck, so I wasn't cheating. Well, you might be clever enough to cheat anyway. Huh?
She said no.
Oh, she said no?
She said no.
Wah, wah.
Sorry.
You don't know, I can be a card shark. Are you actually counting?
Yep.
I was gonna say something, but that's not appropriate.
What?
You know what? It gives it another shuffle. So.
I do not.
You didn't.
No, I didn't!
I know it's a joke, and I like to say that.
God!
Where the
I feel like I want to
what
know
happened to the
being
epidemic
discussed.
cards?
Is she...
They're in the bottom.
Oh, they're on the bottom of each one?
Yep. And so then when you take a pile to shuffle it,
No, I just say we leave them there. Sorry.
Just put them. They're even.
shuffle it up.
Oh,
Shuffle them up.
Let's put mine at the bottom.
You put it wherever you like. Shuffle, 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 and shuffle. What's the dog doing?
She's just licking her bed.
Look at her butt.
She's
Bottom.
in her bed.
Alright, and then we decide characters.
Uh,
Let's figure out who's going first.
What about the win bonus?
Oh yeah.
Oh, what was the win bonus again?
We can either add one equipment sticker to a city card in a one player's hand. So we could do that now.
Or we can roadblock.
Or we can add 3 roadblock markers anywhere on the board.
Roadblock.
Roadblock.
I would like to finish roadblocking off
Kolkata?
Kolkata.
Yeah, I'm for that too.
So we get to put 3?
Yep.
Then we get to put one more out.
No, we get to put 3.
3
Three.
roadblock markers.
Yeah, but if we complete road and blocking off Kolkata, that's just... Oh, I'm sorry.
3 total.
I meant get one more on Chennai. Then Chennai's sealed in.
So that's
And
And
then
then one there.
2. And then.
I think we have to do this. Because this
Or
card's going to
did
keep
you
coming
want
out
to
today.
remember earlier when you wanted to cut off America?
Mm-hmm.
Did you want to put one between Tokyo and San Francisco?
Because Shanghai is going to keep coming up in this,
Yeah,
the thing. And if it hits Hong Kong will spread to 5 different cities.
yeah.
I think we put it here.
That's fair.
Well, or we can put it to Kolkata. Yeah, I guess you're right. Because we don't want to hit... I get what you're saying.
because these 2 cards are going to keep coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would like to roadblock this off at some point, but...
Yeah. Well, it'd be nice to roadblock Shanghai off completely too,
Mm-hmm.
and finish Kolkata as well.
Yeah, I'm so worried about an immediate outbreak in Chennai.
And
Yeah, I know.
Sydney.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about Sydney either, but...
Well, Sydney's one of the few cities we can build a research station too, so that's something we have to be careful about.
Well, whoever has Rosa is going to immediately go to Manila.
Yeah.
Quarantine. Probably throw out a quarantine to Shanghai. Which is another reason why I want to completely roadblock off Chennai now.
We probably need to put a research station in Kolkata.
But that's not a fated city.
It's not fair to me.
Okay, it's got to be Hong Kong either.
Well, so
Manila.
our options are Seoul, Tokyo, Hong Kong, Manila, and Sydney.
Taipei.
That's right. Jesus, Taipei's never. Wow.
Oh, it's not.
Yeah, but I still think
Panicking at all.
Manila makes the most sense. Because it already has...
It's
Well,
the
but I mean,
best
we have to. I mean,
location.
the more we have, though, the more opportunities we have to
Do
go
the search.
to go searching. So.
Okay, so characters?
Who you want to go?
Yeah, let's figure out who's going first, though.
Characters then. Who's first in characters? So many.
Franchi. Franchi Mustard. What's the app's name?
Schwazi.
Sure, it's close.
Oh.
Really similar. Okay, it looks
I've
like
never
you're
gone
Rosa.
first.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're Rosa
Get
this
your-
time.
I'm Rosa? Okay.
Rosa's pretty sick.
I've never played her.
I feel like Ho Chi
She
Minh
looks
City's
like,
sticker is coming off.
Where?
Its faded sticker.
No. It just looks like that.
It's just a shadow on the board, I think.
I think it's actually the shadow of the way that they printed the board.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. The way
She
that
looks like Sasha from Walking Dead.
I don't watch that, but she does kind
Mm.
of.
Sorry, the board really got whacked.
I still
there.
never finished watching that.
I got it back.
Still left off that after that.
It was
episode.
like
I know. It's a tough one. Okay.
Okay, so
Other characters.
I already drew the
right.
new assignment
Which
card.
can go towards anybody.
So right.
Actually,
I'm
you
just
can
saying
get it.
it's available.
I say that we have Burley available, like Burley right now.
Yeah.
So somebody will get Burley. Doesn't have to be Becca. It could be anyone.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, she's already got the card, so she might as well take her.
Yeah, but it can go to anybody. This
Yeah, I know it
be
can go to
used-
anybody. I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, like, but just also given the order of people, like, she could be the first one to go out and start putting research stations down too, like early.
Who else do we have?
Soldier, don't get a scar. You can pick up an equipment card from the discard pile.
What is it? He
And
doesn't
then-
get a scarf. He's in a faded city. Or
If you begin your turn with the faded
Okay,
city
thank you.
fit, and then you cannot discover a cure though.
Can I see the card? Really? Sorry.
Do you want to read
And
them?
this one, you can only replace it with an unused named character. I'm assuming that means we can't introduce her in the middle of the game.
That's
Yeah.
correct. It would have to be.
So
a character.
somebody would have to play her from the beginning, just as a heads up.
Same thing with the soldier. He's not currently named.
So I think that the scientist is the one that we want to replace Burley with.
Seems likely.
And then we just give it to someone,
She only needs 4 cards.
Yeah.
whoever has 4 cards.
Well, it's whoever has Burley would get her.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see any.
Dispatcher, we haven't used since the beginning.
No.
The who?
Dispatcher.
dispatcher.
Oh,
Sure.
yeah.
Medic, we know is great. Colonel, we know is great. Researcher, we know is great.
Do we necessarily need to have the medic when we start with the board the way it is?
Well, but there's no way to bring him back into the game if you don't take him first.
That's exactly what this card's about.
Right, but we think
But
that
it only
well,
applies to
it
one
might-
person, all right? You can only do that
One
once.
player, including the active player, may discard their current character and replace it with an unused
So if
named
we're gonna
character.
swap Burley for the scientist, you can't bring the medic in later.
Well, we would begin by playing the scientist, and we could bring the medic in later, is what I'm saying. Or we could use one of these 2 unnamed people.
No, we have to start with them.
No, I'm saying we could start with one of these 2 unnamed people.
There is a relationship that says you can pick up discarded cards.
Yeah,
When
where's
Fun-
that? It's the rival
Can I
one.
see the scientist real quick, Becca?
Yeah.
My only thing with the scientists is that they're only really helpful when you have enough cards in the game, which doesn't really happen like immediately.
Yeah, well, that would be why she'd be the one that gets replaced. I mean, I get the logic of it. But I'm asking if maybe we want one of these 2 in to start with instead, and then we swap out Burley for the medic later, and we don't worry about the scientist. Do you follow me now?
Does she have? Who's the rivals with? The 2 characters are rivals with?
Rosa has a rival
Burley.
with Burley.
So when a rival plays or discards a card, you may immediately discard any 2 cards to pick it up. I assume that includes that card.
Yeah, it's any card.
Which would logically mean Becca would beat Burley.
Yes.
I don't care who I play.
Because if I discard that card, switch out someone, you could pick it up and we could switch out that person as well. Like we can, if we just keep picking it up and discarding cards, we can switch out anyone.
Yeah, but once you swapped it out, can you bring it back in?
I don't know.
It says any named character.
Yeah.
The question is, do we think that it's worthwhile having the soldier or the researcher to start with?
I mean, or we
You
can
mean the
put
generalist?
on. We also have two.
Generalist.
I don't know. I think that the Colonel was pretty awesome last game.
I do too.
We also have two new rivals with stickers, right? We could put them on.
We can put them on soldier and we can put them on generalist. Because they're not named yet.
I don't think we need the soldier. I'm gonna be honest.
What's he do?
You don't gain a scar if you begin your turn in a city with faded figures. For an action, you may pick up an equipment card from the discard pile.
Which I think is useful.
You cannot discover a cure.
The thing is, we don't really have it. There's not a lot of equipment cards. I mean, like, there's a half a dozen in there. I mean, I just don't.
Yeah, it's like
Okay.
They're just rare.
So we're saying we're going to leave the soldier out.
Yes.
Okay. And we're going to take them
this
out of
dispatcher
this.
as well. We don't need.
Okay.
I don't think we're gonna play them.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna do this. Sorry.
So who do we want to do? The only way generalist is useful is if we stick some relationships on her.
Yes.
I would argue that the relationship should be between her and Millie, because sharing knowledge with a person that gets 5 actions per turn is worthwhile. Because she's more likely to be able to collect enough cards to discover a cure. Does that make sense?
So we're kind of trying to pick between like 6 characters here for the 3 of us.
If we want to have researcher at all, I keep calling her the researcher. If we want to have the generalist at all, she has to be in the game now.
I understand that.
So our main objective is to find the virologist.
No, well,
no. Our main objective remains to discover cures to the 3 normal diseases.
This is one of the.
And then we have 4 things that can choose from.
We can choose
get
A2.
2 of them.
It's just that if we finish this, we get this bonus card.
And we don't know what it is.
It's probably something good, though.
Yeah.
It probably is.
Because she supposedly found the cure to Coda.
Which means it might help us might.
Help us.
Yeah.
So I think we need Burley first.
I
So at
agree.
least just build 3 research stations and
Well, I mean, because he could
build
build
an 8.
He could build the 3 research stations and then
And
move,
the military bases.
and then the military bases, and that's one of the objectives that we've got right there. And then swap him out for one of the other characters,
that will help us beat another way.
Right.
which I mean,
If you
either
want to find the virologist.
if
that's
you
your
want to
third
find
objective.
the virologist, I mean, because you have to do a lot of searching.
Well, that's going to be...
Him.
Actually, at that point, having the soldier might actually be beneficial.
Because he can stay in the city.
He can stay in cities without getting. He can stay in scars. With
But you have to be in the city that has the research station, right?
to search.
Right,
to
but
search.
if there's a faded figure in it, he can stay in that city. Is what I'm
Without
saying.
getting scars.
Without getting scars.
Gotcha.
Um,
Oh, so we could actually have 2 things set up. All right, I'll
and
bring
then
the soldier back.
he also can pass through the roadblocks we've set up easily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other people have to discard cards. And we need to discard cards to search.
The soldier cannot find a cure, which means any sort of relationship with him shouldn't involve the researcher at all.
Right. Where are the relationships?
I don't know.
I have.
Oh, awesome. Where are they? Where are choices?
I mean, that was one option I'm throwing out there, just because of the problem that we have over here is that he would be able to just stick around in any city without getting
Yeah.
scars, as long as it doesn't outbreak.
Right.
What the hell was that?
I don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Um,
Rivals with is the discard thing. Family members with is if you start in the same family, gain an extra action,
Mm-hmm.
and then share knowledge. And then friends with is if you start your turn in the same city as your friend, you may look at but not rearrange the top 2 cards of the player deck.
Yeah. Which is the one thing that we don't have right now out at all because.
So I mean, we have to start with Burley. So somebody's gonna have to take that.
I will take it.
Okay.
Which I think is logical. I think it's logical because you two can, when you play that card, she can pick it up, and then we have another person that has an option of coming in.
Okay. With that being
Researcher.
Now, does that? It's immediate. It doesn't have to wait till it's her turn.
Okay. No. You know, we don't have to begin with the researcher.
I think maybe we just think about right now what we need to start with, and then once we because we have potential.
But remember, sorry, go ahead, Jenna.
We have potential, at least 2 people that can come in.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if we keep discarding cards to get it, we have even more.
But
Agreed.
Just remember, we have to cure 3 diseases. That is a permanent objective.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
So having the researcher, I think, in that case, is kind of like throughout the game. At least to me, is kind of mission critical.
Okay.
But here's the thing: right now, what we have is this is 1 yellow, 1 black, 1 blue, 1 blue. That's it. So the researcher really has nothing to exchange yet until we've built up more cards. So that's why I'm saying we can sit on her until later and bring her in as an exchange.
Fair enough.
Okay, so she's one of our on deck people for sure because she does not need to be in the game to begin with.
I think
Same with the scientist. I think.
Yeah, same here. So that goes up here. That's one of the ones we can bring in later.
I think Colonel Lester's also one we change out for. We don't know if this is going to get out of control.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, because it might not.
Yeah, we could just start pulling cards from this side of the board.
Right, but we're now down to just picking one of these to not.
2 of those.
2 of those.
2 of these, because you and Mitch don't have players.
Right. Oh,
Yeah.
right. Okay.
I like the idea of using the soldier then.
And we can give him a relationship with someone. It's probably going to be Burley or Rosa, right? But Rosa has 2 already.
Rosa already has 2,
So it's going to be.
Or it could be with the medic.
It could be with him.
Or the Colonel.
Burley has 2.
You could be with the Colonel.
Yeah, it can't be with. Burley's got a
You
relationship.
could
with.
do the one with the Colonel where they could be. So it can't be the same kind of relationship as with somebody else, right?
No, it can be the exact same.
So if they're going to move around the fated cities together, they could do the family
member.
where they could do family member, where they get an extra action.
That makes sense to me.
That was pretty helpful last time.
I mean, the benefit of the soldier is that he can stick around in cities that have fated figures, which the general can't.
Right.
Right.
Is the only thing. So like them staying in the same cities and isn't really a thing.
Well, we could also do.
But he can pick.
They
He
could
can
do
also.
rivals.
He can also pick up ones from Rosa though, so he always has places where he can get extra actions.
The Colonel, right?
The Colonel.
Yeah.
We
But
could
I mean,
also do
but putting the family connection with the soldier and the general doesn't, because like they're never. I doubt they're going to be in the same city that frequently.
Yeah, that.
If we did rivals, we could keep the other we could keep forecast in circulation.
Oh, where you pick up the card that got discarded? That's a really good idea.
Yeah, but we do have to. We can't keep discarding cards to pick these up because we.
My
will
only
need
concern is
cards,
just
so.
like again with not having the medic. Sorry, Jenna.
We can't keep discarding cards because we will need 5 to cure things.
Yeah.
So
Unless we bring in the scientist.
yes, now you can.
Sorry. I don't like not starting with the medic because in case the next
4 blue and.
yeah, I mean in the event that something happens and we end up with an outbreak outside of this. I mean because right now it sounds like we're focusing only on this side of the board.
Yeah.
I think the medic needs to be in it at some point. I think the most strikeable character is honestly still the soldier.
Yeah, my opinion is that the medic is kind of critical just from the sense that he is the quickest way to get rid of
Issues.
yeah.
And we did do an engagement upgrade to make these 2 easier to cure.
Yeah.
So.
You don't have to spend an action.
Yeah. And then once they're done, you can just walk through and we can change your route.
Yeah.
Well, and also, you don't have to eradicate. If we're going to try to do a military base and the virologist, we don't have to focus on eradicating.
Yeah.
Right.
Um,
But curing is still something we have to do.
Okay.
right. I say we decide within 30 seconds.
I agree. Because this is taking.
What do
way
you
too long.
what do you want, Becca? Which one are you gonna take?
Well,
Should
I
ask
really.
Riley?
Sorry.
So really it's between
Kat,
you and
sorry.
Kat.
I mean,
I mean, we could use the researcher first, or the scientist first.
Yeah, I just don't see any reason for them to be in the game yet because we
Okay.
just don't have the cards to exchange
Yeah.
even.
So
I think
we
that
do
the
these
colonel
two.
is with. I think the colonel needs to be in the game. That's my opinion. I think the medic needs to be in the game.
Okay, so we don't play the soldier at all.
Well, that's just my opinion. Do other people want to go without the soldier this time, or do you want to try and see what he does?
If our plan is to build a hospital or to build another research station in a faded city that Rosa can't just stand in, then we do need the soldier out.
Why?
because he can stay in the city and search
Yeah.
without having to, like, he can go to different cities and keep searching, or stay in that faded city.
Well,
think
then I
we
vote that.
I
Then.
think we do that then. Yeah.
Because if it gets overrun with people,
We just-
he's the only one that can remove the faded people, and we swap him out.
And he can go through the roadblocks. We do have some areas that
Yeah.
it's gonna take. We have a lot of actions today that take a lot of cards out of our hands,
Yeah.
and so curing the disease is going to be quite hard.
And that's why the pulling in the scientist later might be beneficial. But doing that later.
Yeah, it's just a question of do we. What is our plan for the soldier? Like setting up relationships with him? Who's he gonna have a relationship with? I feel like it has to be the medic.
Yeah. Well,
Because
we
he
both
has
have
to
two,
both have two.
so it has to be with him.
Then sure. So those are your options: are family member. If you start in the same city, you gain an extra action.
That's not going to happen.
No.
If you share knowledge, as long as one of you is in the city of the card that's being passed. If you start your turn in the same city, you can look but not rearrange the top two cards of the player deck. When a rival player discards a card, you can pick it up, which is the one I suggested because he has forecast.
Yeah.
He discards that, you can pick it. You can discard two cards to pick it up.
And then that we can, if someone discards a
Yeah.
yellow card, we need a yellow card.
Okay. When we do that,
So you're going to take the
You're
soldier?
a soldier.
yeah.
Okay.
Because that way I can be
Or do
in
you
a
want to play a
place.
different character?
No, it's
You
just
keep
fine.
playing the medic.
No, I like the medic.
So you get to name the soldier,
Oh god.
Okay.
and I'm gonna P
And who am I? I'm rivals with the medic, and I forget his name.
Isaac.
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 Mm-hmm.
Oof. My legs don't want to work.
Nope.
This guy looks like Charlie Sheen.
Sweet.
There you go. Charlie.
Look at him.
Oh, wait. What was his character's name from Hot Shots Part 2?
I don't know. Why would I know that?
I don't know.
I can see.
I'd rather
I
name
agree
him
with
after
you.
the character in Platoon,
Oh, that too.
which might have been Oliver Stone. I don't remember what Oliver Stone named the character who's basically Oliver Stone.
You want to look up Platoon?
God, we spent.
Oh, that's right. It was Topper Harley.
What?
Topper Harley.
In Hot Shots?
Yeah.
I don't like that name.
The one he plays in Platoon is just Chris.
Chris? I'm just gonna name him Charlie.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Can I borrow
I'm
the
gonna
pen?
name him Charlie Machine.
Can I borrow the pen?
You name him Charlie Sheen.
I'm naming
Charlie
him
Machine.
Charlie Machine.
Oh.
He's passionate that time, Lee.
Set my alarm for 5 days now.
Ouch.
Well, you're just getting up and doing a couple things and then going back to bed.
Yeah, but it's kind of like one of those times I gotta wake up at 5, 7, 8, 9.
What?
Yeah. no,
All right,
it's just a
so
lot.
let's get this show on the road after our endless discussion there.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
Hopefully,
This should go relatively quick.
Okay,
You say
and
that
we're
now.
definitely
Way to jinx it, Jenna.
Oh god.
we're definitely taking the researcher or the generalist out of this.
Yeah, well, we can't use her now.
We
'cause
can't
she's
use
not
her.
named.
One of these other ones we're not going to be able to use either, but we'll figure it
Well,
out.
we'll see where the game takes us.
Yeah.
All right.
okay.
So next we already shuffled in the epidemics. So we figure out where everybody starts because we
Um,
set up the search track.
Can I start in these?
Nope.
You have to start at a research station.
White one. Pick a white one, any white one. Look at Tina.
Yeah.
I think Burley should logically start in that too.
Yeah.
Where?
Can you put me in Atlanta?
Burley should start where?
In Istanbul.
Why? If I'm in North America, I can immediately start building research stations over there.
Because you can move to Manila and build that research station so we can start searching.
We need.
I could also build one on the other side and then go that way.
But we need the research stations in the faded cities.
Yeah, but we also need military stations in 6 regions of the world, and there's none on this side of the country, or this
Well,
side of the globe.
Man.
Okay, yeah, I'll do whatever.
No,
you
no,
want.
no, well, no. I'm as a
I was
suggestion.
gonna say-
You get to do whatever. I mean, you play however you want. Suggestion though, if you fly over here and do your research stations here in the cities you can,
Yeah.
you can immediately go to San Francisco or LA and from this side of the board, and you're boom there, and then
Yeah, that's fine.
work your way back.
And then you're
Yeah.
come back.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Where do you want to start?
Um,
I think you need to be in Istanbul.
I mean, I think I probably need to be. Well, you're going to set up research stations. Burley's going to set up research stations, right?
Yeah, that's what we just said.
I'm going to start in Sao Paulo to cure Sao Paulo before I even move over. I have no red cards right now.
Okay.
Work.
So there's no reason for me to even be over there until I have red cards.
All right.
All right, let's do it.
Okay.
Your
so
turn.
I haven't played her before, so I will need some help a little bit.
Por-
So she can quarantine one random city, right?
Yeah, it can
One,
be.
the one
it
city
can
she's
be-
not connected to yet.
Okay, but I want to move to Manila first
You
because I
do.
can because I'm
So
a
one.
I would suggest quarantining Shanghai. You're not
Yes.
connected to it and it's on the verge of out.
Okay, so that's my one random.
Yes.
Yes.
Chennai's completely roadblocked
Yeah, but don't
off.
forget you really want to quarantine the city you're in.
Yeah, she'll do that.
But I'm just saying, I mean, like, you just don't forget to do it. That's all I'm saying. Is
Yeah.
because you started
Yeah.
talking about doing other cities outside of Manila way before you, like, that should be the first thing you do. I mean, not that it matters, but just sorry, you know what?
I was gonna do it in order of what's.
She can do it.
Like I'm just my
Yeah.
my person.
She got
So one here. So that's
The way that
two
we-
actions.
Just
Yeah.
for the record, the way that we've been
3
coaching Kat the last
actions.
game was remember to do the one that you're not touching first.
Yes.
Yeah.
That way you don't forget and get caught up on the ones that you are touching.
And then I think I do Sydney.
And then Sydney.
As my
I
fourth.
agree.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
Now
Chennai is completely blocked off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Shanghai. Perfect. I got some
Look
red
at
cards
you.
to start, and I have Chennai.
Shanghai.
Yes.
And Chennai.
And Chennai.
So Shanghai, that immediately comes off.
Oh, good thing I
no,
heard that.
it doesn't. Because it would be up to 4. And,
It-
and yeah, you don't remove quarantines for that either.
So okay.
It's fine.
I thought that's how we were playing.
Yeah.
When it already has 3 people in it, you don't even remove the quarantines.
Yeah, because otherwise it would outbreak.
Except for on the draws.
Right.
Draws are weird.
Yeah, on these draws you don't. Hold on.
That's not my first draw.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's
Anytime you
not
draw
the
the
infection,
card.
it's the draw.
Yeah. Hold on, let me find the draw rules because it says it very specifically. If there's a quarantine, but you're already at 3, it doesn't remove it.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't remember exactly, but I remember that it's weird.
If this would place a 4th figure, is ignored and not placed. No outbreak occurs and no quarantine marker is removed.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Okay. And then I get
So
2
the
dice.
upside of that is that we could have probably won a little bit
Tokyo.
more easily, but that's cool
Tokyo
too.
gets one.
I just jacked the air conditioning back down because it's nighttime.
And Miami. has
stopped
been
and
a
I was like,
while.
why am I hot? Super. Thanks.
Yeah, it's a.
See,
The
no,
not removing the quarantine marker seems weird, but I know that's specifically a rule about
Yeah,
it.
no, that's fine.
No, that's good. It's helping. It helps us. It doesn't make it harder.
And that has a sticker on it of some variety. What is it?
Yeah, I have hazmat suit. So discard this card and starting your turn in the city containing faded figures. No scar. And then I have drone. Discard this card when you drive ferry into collecting a fallen city. I don't need to spend any
Well,
additional
luckily,
actions.
you can start doing searches like crazy.
Yeah, once we build a research station.
Because you're in a quarantine city, so.
But it still needs this research
It still
station.
needs a research
Yeah, I know,
station.
but that's what Burley's for.
Okay, move me wherever I'm going.
You get to choose.
No, I don't. Just move me wherever you want me to go. That's the purpose of the guy,
That's-
the blue one, right? Just
Oh yeah, you're blue.
where do you want the research station? Manila.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Is that where we want it?
Yep, go
Okay.
for it. So 1, build a research station. So 2. I have a card for soul, or I can just go there. Whatever you want.
I mean, that way you could put another research station here on turn 2.
3, 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then if there's a
There's a
faded
thing
figure
that
goes
happens, I'll
into
get a
it, then
scar.
yeah, exactly. I would search.
Yeah, if you've
Oh
got
yeah,
a
you are
card,
in there. You have a
What
red.
does that mean?
it moves the track up one.
So if you're an
2.
eligible city, faded city with a research station, discard 1 or more cards matching the color of your city to advance the search party token.
Mm-hmm.
And you get to advance it too because you're in a city with a
Yeah.
quarantine.
Quarantine advances it an extra 1.
Okay.
So you turn the red one in, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you would do 2 because you are in a quarantine
So I'm
city.
discarding this
Yep.
to search.
And then so we move this guy up 2,
2. Okay.
right?
Yep.
That
Okay.
sounds
Just trying to understand
I think
this
it's
as well.
irritating. Alright. So
You have one. Technically, one more
I have
action.
one more
Oh,
action,
shit, yeah.
right?
I
don't have any more cards to put anything on.
You can move to San Francisco from Manila, right?
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
Yeah, and then maybe put a.
Maybe research station, hop over. Or
Well, no, you want the
Military
research.
bases.
You want the
I
research
meant military
station.
bases.
I knew what you meant.
Yeah.
I got
Well,
you.
because what you could do is go to San Francisco, and then on your next turn, come back through this direction
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
If
that
you-
works.
if you want.
Yeah,
Let's
I
do
mean,
that.
you could just plunk one in Tokyo, honestly, and then get the hell out.
Get back out of San Francisco. Yeah.
Okay.
And you
So
can
that's 4.
Yep.
build a research station in that corner.
Mexico
world.
City. And Kinshasa.
Cool. Right to yellow.
I'm digging that.
I've got a yellow also.
And then how about some infection? Infection.
Perry.
Perry. You are gay. You are infected.
Ouch.
Too soon.
And Cairo.
Cairo. Man, that dog is chomping that bone. Those things are the best.
Okay.
Alright. So it's me. So my plan is I'm going to take these 2 off.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm going to fly over there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm just going to bump one up to Taipei, I think.
Okay.
Or I could also go to whatever that is there, Hong Kong.
Yeah, but I mean it's. I mean, you can't really do any researching unless you're at the research station. Is the thing.
Yeah, you could just go there and search.
But she
I
doesn't-
can't
she
go
has-
there
she
and
doesn't
search. I
have
have no red cards.
Oh, my bad. She could put a sticker on one of her cards.
I could. Why don't I do that? So these 2 go off.
Mhm.
So 1, 2.
Then move me over there. So yet again, I'm over on the side of the board I can't see.
Well, do you feel like you're gonna play on that side of the board? Do you guys
It
want to
doesn't-
trade seats?
He's also gonna. It doesn't matter.
I'm gonna be moving around. Do you want to trade seats with me?
It's okay. Just put me over there,
Okay.
and then I'll take something. Can I see those?
Yeah.
put it inside because
That's
so it gets
smart.
out of the way.
Smart. I'm like, I don't need this right now.
Yeah. I do need to, because I've never played her, so I need to like pull this out so I can see.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna grenade belt. So discard any time to remove one faded figure from the city you're in.
Nice.
Okay.
I don't have a preference between Buenos Aires and Istanbul.
Don't matter.
I'll jam it on Istanbul. If I had a red card, I'd put it on a red card, but I don't, so. Okay, I'll draw 2 cards, please. I can tell one's an epidemic.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Ouch.
So go ahead and move the infection rate forward 1. Draw the bottom card. Put 3 cubes on whatever it is.
Atlanta.
Okay, Atlanta gets 3 cubes. Luckily, you're in Atlanta and you're the medic.
Mm-hmm.
There it is, medic.
Unless, never mind.
Okay, intensify. Shuffle the cards in the infection discard pile and put them on the top of the deck. Time ticks on, advance the target of the search forward 1 space.
Sorry.
Oh, that's
Nope.
this
Target.
one.
Yeah.
So I want to bring something up before we reinfect cities. If Atlanta becomes a 2, that research station burns down.
It's true. I am thinking that we might want to do the forecast now. And I can discard 2 to pick it back up.
Yep.
Which I probably would do. I'll probably discard Chicago and Buenos Aires. I can't cure diseases.
What character are you playing again?
Soldier.
true.
You cannot
Okay, sorry.
discover a cure.
Okay.
So if you want to play that now,
Sure.
I don't want to lose that research station. I don't. think
I'm going to
that's-
discard Chicago and Buenos Aires to take it. Thank you. Let's see what the top 6 cards are. Miami, Sydney. Don't want that to happen. Paris,
Maybe.
Hong Kong.
No. Well.
Hong Kong's an okay place to get it. Tokyo,
Okay.
Madrid. So we know one of these is going to be Atlanta, but it's not there
Relatively
yet.
far down.
Just put it down. Yeah.
Well, it's not gonna matter.
Yeah.
So. Which 2 do I mean? Like, because we can order these however we want.
Right. I think Paris is an okay one to have happen, and I think Miami's okay to have happen.
Well, I mean, as all we were really worried about was whether or not Atlanta was coming up. That was it.
I understand, but I mean, there's still going to have to be a logic to how these go.
And I understand that, but I also don't want to put 2 of the red ones together either.
Yeah, I say we pick a red.
I mean, split it up. I mean,
I think
One
Sydney's-
red. Not.
Sydney currently has a quarantine on it.
right, and then immediately on her next turn, she's gonna be able to re-quarantine it.
And then.
Tokyo has 1 on it. Hong Kong has 1 on it. And the problem is that if she quarantines any of these cities, that's gonna lose it.
Well, I would really like Madrid to not be one of them, like, until much later. Because Madrid already has 2. So I say Madrid and Tokyo should be the last draw, and Miami and Hong Kong should be the middle draws.
Sure.
Is that okay with everybody?
But you got those backwards.
Huh? There you go.
Okay.
And so Sydney and
So this comes off Sydney.
And
then
Paris gets 1. Actually, would you mind straightening out the other pile too? That's going to drive me bonkers.
5, so we need 5.
Mm-hmm.
Shanghai is 1.
That's it for my turn.
Okay.
And you got your cards, and then you pass Tina.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Alright, so clear Atlanta. That's 1. Move me to Washington is 2. Clear Washington is 3.
Wait.
What?
What?
Oh, I'm just wondering if you wanted to move to Washington and clear it, or if you just want to clear Washington adjacently and move somewhere else.
Well, I was just gonna clear Miami.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna go to one or the other.
And then I was
gotcha.
just gonna work my way over. I mean, it's gonna.
Okay,
I'm not
yeah.
gonna get it till next turn anyway. So.
All right, gotcha. I understand now. I just
So that was 1, 2, 3, 4.
yeah, clearing Miami is your
Solid.
makes sense. Oh my goodness.
It's me.
Stop sealing them.
I'm gonna mess them up.
No, I'm not.
Got you cards.
We have problems. Every goddamn last one.
All right, I got Delhi and Moscow.
Ooh,
Well, that's 2 black ones.
that's nice. I like it.
All right, 1 is Miami.
Muck Miami. Sorry, Miami,
And-
Ohio is a rival of mine.
Hong Kong.
44 to 10. We came back 45-44.
Who what now?
UCLA won.
Oh, by the
Opening
way,
game.
next turn it's going to be Tokyo and Madrid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, you had blue and yellow in your hand, and I was like, oh shit, I should look up the score of the game.
Blue and yellow.
They
blue
came
and
back to
yellow,
win?
Blue and yellow.
Yes.
Wow.
Against
Losing
who?
Texas A&M.
They were down 44 to 10.
Yeah, they come back. they
Once
come back
again,
45
this
to 10.
isn't a live show.
Sorry.
This doesn't apply in any conceivable way.
What doesn't apply?
Well,
What she was just talking about.
I mean,
Okay.
this thing's not going to air for a couple of weeks, right? So I mean, if
Yes.
they haven't watched, if they've DVR'd the game, and haven't watched it in 3 weeks.
They don't
No,
care.
I'm just letting you know. If for some reason there's some game that relates to it when this actually broadcasts,
We're not talking about
we're not talking about that.
that. Okay. That makes more sense. I was like, what?
Does that make sense now?
Yeah, I guess.
It's your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, if we hadn't had that outbreak, we'd be able to have gotten all the way done with the search already.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, outbreak. Epidemic.
Epidemic, sorry.
I was like,
On the other hand, you can get up there pretty fast.
Well,
Burpee McGee over there.
Well,
Holy
so-
crap. Come here.
You could. That's one action.
Come here, pretty girl.
Is it just one
Yeah,
action
you
to play
could-
2 cards?
Yeah, it's one action to play as many cards as you want.
Is that how it reads?
love
It says if you are in an eligible city, discard 1 or more cards matching the color
Oh,
of your
yeah.
city to advance the
You
search
should
party
definitely
token.
do that then.
It's one action.
Yeah.
So
then you
she
can
can
still
play
quarant-
both of those?
As far as I can tell.
Yeah, she can.
Hi, I
And
love
then-
you.
but
Sit. Good
I have
girl.
to be in the city with a quarantine to get in.
At least
You
that's
are?
that's the way I'm reading
You are.
this.
No,
I mean,
but there's a quarantine in the city you were searching. The city we're searching is Manila.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
there's a quarantine.
It's just under the thing.
Yeah, it's quarantined.
Okay, sorry, I was reading it like Shanghai needs to be quarantined, or I need to be in Shanghai and
No.
it needs to be quarantined. And I'm like, wait, that actually doesn't mean
Those
anything.
cards are just money, basically. Because you're in the place with the research station and it's quarantined, so you're
Yeah.
cool.
I wonder if I should keep Shanghai because I'm relatively close to it, and then I would get to advance 3 spaces.
But there has to be a research station in that city.
Yeah, that's why I said keep it.
You can't put a research station.
I can't build one
Oh,
there because of
okay.
its
So I can turn
panic
in
level.
2 and search and move it twice.
Yes.
Yes, and because
times.
because it's quarantined, you need to move up 3.
You have to
If
move
you
it up to
you
number
get
6.
2.
Well,
If you had Manila
no, move
card,
up to
it would be
5.
3.
So it'd be
It only moves
1,
up-
2 because I turned it in 2 cards, and
Wait.
3 because it's quarantined because I'm searching Manila.
No.
If there isn't what in the city you're searching, advance the search party 1 additional space per search action.
Which and that's one search action is turning in 2 cards.
Is that right?
Hold on.
Hey, get out of there! No, go away!
Search. If you are in an eligible city,
Gotcha.
discard 1 or more
Is it on
cards.
7?
So she could take 2 actions instead. Like she could burn off 2 of her actions to get an advanced 1 more. If she wanted.
Yeah, I guess if you want to do it that way, you burn 2 actions to do it, but you would get
But you would get
an extra
closer.
space. Yeah.
Do we think an epidemic card is going to come up and that's going to move, and then someone else needs to have 2 other cards to burn, or do we think 1 space is going to be? Is 2 spaces?
Does anybody else have any red cards?
No.
No.
So the closer we get, the
You're
better.
you're our only shot right now.
So
Okay.
if
So
you-
I say,
So
how many
burn 'em.
actions have you used?
0.
Okay, you haven't done
cool.
anything.
Then move this back to 2
2.
because you
Okay.
haven't done anything yet.
Then, is there any quarantining you want to do?
I think we should quarantine Sydney
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else?
because
Are you
Sydney's coming
worried
up in those, right?
I mean, I think you can.
Do you want to quarantine Madrid since we know it's coming up?
That wouldn't be a bad idea.
Well, I'm gonna be there on
Oh, that's
my
true.
turn.
Yeah.
But still, okay. So otherwise, I mean, because you could.
Well, I
you
mean,
can
it would
quarantine anything you want.
be. Yeah, so this would be
And
one
you would
action,
still
2
have-
actions,
Exactly.
3 actions, 4 actions. That's still.
Yeah, you would still have actions.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to figure out. If you had done anything else.
Right.
If you
Because
want to burn 2 actions, because so you're in Manila.
Yeah.
So if you had the Manila card, you'd get an extra move.
Yeah, which I
But
don't.
right now, you
That
get,
sounds a little to me. That sounds like a little bit like you're getting around the rules by doing that.
But it says
Yeah, I know.
it doesn't say that you can't do it.
Yeah, it sounds a little fuzzy to me, but
well, she's taken the knock of using.
right,
two
and that's
search
why
actions.
I'm okay with it. It's just it sounds a little like we're playing around the rules a little bit, but I'm okay with it, with interpreting it that way.
Okay, so I think I want to do 2 separate actions.
Yes.
So it'd be 1,
Mm-hmm.
So you go
1, 2,
1, 2,
2,
1, 2.
and then
That's
Quarantine.
2 actions.
3.
Yep.
And then quarantine.
Any one of the cities. I mean,
Can be any of them that you're touching. You could.
It could be in one far away because that's.
Yeah, you could do Chennai right now if you just want to keep the panic level from going up and up. But I would think Hong Kong would be a better city to.
That's what I'm thinking rather than.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's his road blocked.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I get some cards. Another red one. And Lima. It's good for me.
Red one. So
Ho Chi Minh City.
one dude goes into Ho Chi Minh City.
Okay, and then I get to do 2 of these guys.
Which we
Madrid.
know is one's Madrid and one's gonna
One's
be
Tokyo.
So 1 of each.
so Tokyo and Madrid.
Grazie. I guess I should say gracias since it's Madrid.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay. And you get Tina.
Tina, she loves butts.
So many butts.
Butt loose.
Yeah, I can't read that. It would just
It
say
says butt.
erotic fan fiction. Butt loose.
Butt loose.
Nice.
Okay, so I would like to build a military base.
In San Francisco.
Yes, it's a Presidio.
Love that one, too.
There's your base.
Sick.
So that's 1.
1. Um,
Were you thinking of going to Tokyo, building a military base, and then getting the hell out of Tokyo?
well, I thought you guys needed research stations.
Oh, sorry,
No,
research station.
So that would be that's 1, 2, build 3, move back 4.
Then I can get over there and build a roadblock my next turn. And quarantine the city.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so move
Bloop.
1,
Bloop.
build.
Yep.
Because obviously we don't want Tokyo to fall.
There, 2. Okay.
Bloop. So I go back and that's 4,
Yep.
right? Okay. Sao Paulo and Santiago. I have 4 yellow cards.
Oh, crap.
Does
Perfect.
anybody else have a yellow card?
I do. I have Lima.
Okay. Lima is right there, which is not the most
Yeah.
convenient spot.
I mean, but if. Oh.
Well, we'll see if I end up drawing a yellow card too.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of people that might draw. a yellow
I mean, you do have to build a military base down there anyway. And then
That
I'm
is
at
true.
one.
And then I might be willing
Oh,
to give up
yeah.
Burley.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, smart.
Well, we need 2. We
Oh
still
shit.
need 2.
Yes, you're right.
These 2.
Yeah, but you get down to Lima, build a military base. And
I
it's
can
really
come
easy
straight
for you to
over.
get there.
Yeah.
Derp.
Can she
I mean,
end
the
her
turn-
her next turn there so that when I get there?
No, I have
Oh.
I can just go to thing to think.
Got
of
you.
my-
Oh yeah. We both have dog tags.
Yeah.
But so I go 1, 2, build.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
So-
drew your cards. We haven't done the
We haven't done the
infection.
infection.
Shania.
Fuck you, Shania.
So the thing goes up, but that's it.
Yeah.
3.
Is it a 3 now?
Yep.
Yeah.
It is now a 3.
But it's roadblocked.
Yes.
So a roadblock means that the outbreak doesn't go up and it can't infect other cities.
Okay, the next one is Mumbai.
Okay.
I can handle those. Hi, what are you doing?
Okay.
Hi,
And
buddy.
now it's me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hi, buddy girl.
So I would like to go to Tokyo. I'm pink.
You're gonna fly there.
No, I'm going to move from one research station to another research station.
Right. Yeah,
Isn't
that's flying.
Flying.
That's what I
Yeah.
meant.
So yeah, so I'm going to do that. That's 1.
Mm-hmm.
2, let's roadblock Tokyo to San Francisco.
Do you want to do any more than that?
No, just that, because I don't move easily across roadblocks. 3, let us quarantine Tokyo.
Alright. Who's a great dog?
4, I'm gonna blow up the dude in Tokyo.
Nice.
Oh, dude, your fur is so soft.
Okay.
That gets us, I think, in a really good position there.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's it for my turn, so
cool.
2 cards, please.
Got it. Your fur is so soft. I'm so glad you got your bath.
All right. One of them's red.
It's
one.
Tehran and Hong Kong.
But
Hong Kong's also got a grenade. So Hong Kong gets 1.
But this,
Oh, that just removes the quarantine.
Wait, what? I thought we just read a thing that said it doesn't.
Oh,
It
Only
has to
if-
be up to 3 dudes.
Only if there's 3
I'm
in it.
so sorry that
It's
that's just impossible for me to follow.
That's alright.
Agreed.
All right. Good.
Go for it.
Bangkok.
Rude.
And Shanghai.
Jesus.
So that pulls that.
Yeah, it takes off the quarantine.
That's my turn. What am I doing? What am I doing?
Get Tina first.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I do get Tina first.
Tina.
All right.
Got a dog
So
under
I'm
your chair.
gonna do 1,
That's that is you. Never mind.
2, 3,
Mm-hmm.
4.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Can we cure that right now?
If we had any blues,
I have.
other than
I have
we-
one.
Montreal.
Yeah,
They each
San
have one.
Francisco. All right. So
Okay, well, at least San Francisco's got a military base.
2 cards. Epidemic.
Ugh. Suck it.
We knew an epidemic was going to come at some point.
Yeah.
So increase. This goes up 1.
We've got a lot of black cards now,
Yep.
I just needed the 1. I had the card.
though. Oh, yeah.
But you'll be able to move it up 2 anyway.
Hmm?
You'll be able to move it up 2.
Yeah, you'll be okay.
Oh, true.
So
You don't
infect. Draw the bottom card from the infection deck and put 3 cubes on that city, and that city is going to be Bogota.
Okay, that's not the end
what
of the
else?
world.
Next is intensify. Shuffle the discard pile.
Little babies.
Would we like to play the forecast so that we don't have a outbreak in Shanghai?
The problem is what is he gonna discard to pick that back up?
I don't think he will. In this case, I think we'll just be done playing it.
That sounds early.
Okay.
I mean, I think Shanghai can go,
Okay.
right? No, I just we can
There's
talk
a
it out.
roadblock. I mean, you would have
It
one
would-
go.
It would be 1. This would come out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Two,
And then
and
there'd be
then
one and
there's
one.
just 1 and
Okay,
1.
yeah, you're right. It's not really the end
It's
of the
not the
world.
end of the world.
Okay.
I mean, Shanghai
would
would
it-
go up to a 4,
So it would be a fallen city, but
It'd be the
but
collapsing.
the military base does not go
oh,
away.
sorry, collapsing. You're right.
Yeah.
Right?
What?
I
No,
know,
the
military
I only
military
know
base
that
stays no
on
matter
this
what.
side.
All right.
Research stations go away, but military bases stay.
And it's only 2 cards being drawn. Did
Yeah.
we move the target forward one?
No.
Not yet.
That's-
Yeah, we're doing. This is step
We're
3.
following
Yeah.
the.
So
Yeah, he already did step 3. That was
and put them on the
shuffle,
top of the
draw
infection deck. So that's good. So
So
now
then-
time ticks on, which is now the next one.
Yeah,
There we
and
go.
then that's it, and then you draw the 2 cards, which is
Away.
not part of the epidemic.
All right.
Bangkok.
That's another.
And Mumbai.
Okay, my turn.
Your turn.
I think I turn in Ho Chi Minh City.
Yeah.
And find the virologist.
It's
Cool. That
Right?
means we're gonna scratch this card off.
So
Do we
1,
do-
2. I've
And
met the
we've completed the
target.
objective.
I've met the
Yeah.
target.
So we've got this objective done.
Here you go.
Oh, I gotta do it.
Hell yeah, you found
found
her.
her. Shit.
You did all the hard work, and now we don't
I
need
mean,
any more.
On the other hand, it takes a million years to scratch that
Do you
off,
deserve a
and
cookie?
it's still in the
I
middle
mean-
of her turn.
Of course, you deserve a
Ah, there you
cookie.
go.
Rips
Got
is
it.
like, I deserve a cookie. No, the fuck you do not. You deserve nothing. You're a dog.
God damn it.
Thank you.
Yeah, it really takes forever. But
Whatever,
like,
it's awesome.
can I have a cookie?
Oh.
Put
Put them away.
That way's not easier.
Thank you.
Virologist. You found
So
her.
now we can actually get rid of Burley. Well, actually, you do. Never mind. You know what? Shut up.
I gotta build a thing.
You build the thing.
Or
Well, because don't
we
you
say
want?
fuck off to the military base thing and do something else.
Well, didn't you want to get to Lima to get the yellow card though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you've got. They're
Yeah.
kind of getting all over each other, but
But if we I could dump him now and become the scientist and cure it right this minute.
Oh.
that's true.
Let's see what this says
Well,
once I,
the-
you know.
You could get to Lima, build a research station, and
God, I was like, God, is that a fucking
I don't need a
sticker
research
right now?
station.
that's true. Oh yeah, you don't need anything.
Oh, yeah,
I would. Oh my god. Or like pull it down here if you want to go like sniff it.
She's like, you clearly don't live with a dog.
Nope.
You don't remember to keep your food above table height.
Nope.
That's what she's been counting on all this time. You just let one Dorito can drip.
So
I'm sorry. Do you know the SpongeBob, like, 2 hours later? That's what this is.
That's why my own suggestion was going to be have somebody else scratch it off so you could continue.
No,
with your
she
turn.
deserves to get the scratch.
I got all the red cards, guys.
She found the
You
thing.
really did. Which, by the way, reminds me that it is now utterly pointless for me to have the soldier.
But that means she could discard two of her cards
Sorry.
to pick
I
Pick-
something
pick it-
up, yeah.
to pick it up.
I
and
don't
then-
want to smush this on your face. Please
She
move.
don't care.
Okay, it says. God damn it. It says.
Lay
It's
down.
over,
Down.
kid.
Down. Down.
Okay, I've done work on Coda and can start some limited treatment, but we're going to need an immunologist to fully develop and administer a vaccine. It's probably our next search.
Would be my guess.
By the way, you should stop taking the antiviral meds they've been giving you. I've looked at them and they're placebos. You now have the gene sequence of Coda. Stop licking my knee.
Ripley, leave it.
That's literally what it says.
Okay.
Can we pass it around?
Yeah. So that doesn't give us anything.
I mean, the gene sequence, I'm sure that's important. We just don't know how yet.
Yeah.
It's gonna be at the end of the
I
game.
wanted
It's
like
gonna
a
be if you found
tangible
her, then
gift
blah.
game.
Yeah, you're like, I wanted something.
Like it's not even we don't even get to open anything.
Not yet. But I bet at the end it'll be like, if you found her, open this hole.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You wanna pass it?
Okay,
Ma-
so
I just wanna-
What's wrong?
You okay?
And my hand just cramped up. I mean, yay, we have the gene sequence to Coda. I don't know what else to do with that because it doesn't say open a door or anything.
Yeah.
Does that affect anything over there? Does that mention anything about the gene sequence?
Not yet. But as different things have happened, we've gotten like
So let's just put her on top of the objective for when you're done reading her.
this was my video. Hold on. Play it.
What is happening?
I was just gonna play you I just think it's super funny.
I feel like what we should do, like, is an editing feature, like, while you're trying to scratch that off, that whole, like, old school Batman, that, like, that rotating.
1,000 years later, 6.5 hours later, meters later,
There's a whole-
day 2, day 3, day 4.
I feel like we're gonna get sued if you keep playing that.
We are.
2 hours later.
Alright, so that
Oh,
was
that
your-
was only.
that was action one.
Your first action.
Cool.
So now you get to do all kinds of other biz, whatever you like.
Oh god, there's so many choices, guys.
Well, there's quarantining to be
Quarantine,
done.
quarantine.
She's like,
That's why I keep closing the bags. 'Cause I'm gonna throw them at you.
Quarantine.
Okay, so what needs to be quarantined?
Oh, now
Ah.
you want
You can remotely quarantine Shanghai again.
or Bogota.
Ooh.
Or Mumbai.
Or
Okay, there's a lot of choices, guys. What's gonna come up in the cards next? Mumbai is not gonna come up in the cards.
Shanghai is likely to come up.
Yep. So is Bogota.
I feel like Bogota we can risk.
I can actually no, I can't get there in time.
Bogota touches 5 cities.
Well, 1,
Wait.
2.
You can do 1, 2, 3, but
Yeah, I can get to Bogota on my turn, but that's a long ways off too.
And I'm gonna cure yellow.
I can
Just like-
also get to Bogota on my turn, which is not that far off.
I'm gonna go to yellow.
I mean, it would, oh, you can't do from researchation, never mind.
Well, if Becca cures yellow by switching out, does it cost an action to do
Nope,
this?
I can do it anytime I fucking
So she
want.
can switch it out, cure yellow. None of that costs an action. Move, cure everything.
Question. Doesn't, like, if you swapped it out now on her turn, yellow would just be cured anyway, right? Because you
Yes.
don't need to actually, like, once you have enough cards, it's cured, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
you
just
go
thought
for
it would be confusing
Sorry, that one
if
is
I did it
hiding.
in the middle of her turn.
It would.
But
be.
if there's a way that it will benefit her turn, I'm happy to hear what that is.
I don't think that's a.
I don't think it really is. It doesn't really matter.
So, okay, my reasoning behind that is I think Bogota's safe.
Yes, I think it's safer than Shanghai.
Yes.
Yes.
So, okay, that's my number 2 far away one.
Okay.
And why don't I just do
Ho Chi Minh
3
City
and 4? Yeah, right?
Yep.
Okay. 2 cards. Taipei and Karachi.
So Taipei gets one.
And you're pretty close to getting black, right?
I have 2.
I have 3.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we do 2 more.
Mhm.
Tokyo. It just comes off. Sydney. Just comes off.
Okay.
Tina.
Hey.
You want? Yeah.
New assignment. Play anytime. One player, including the active player, may discard their current character and replace it with an unused named character. Now, I'm going to discard this rival, and you can discard.
I think
2
I'm going
cards
to
to
get
pick
rid
it
of
up.
Taipei and Lima.
Makes
'Cause,
sense.
Yeah.
Because I don't need red and I
Yeah.
don't need. Okay. Discard?
Yes.
What? Why are you timeouting?
Because technically, well, I guess it really depends on what you mean by. You got to remember the order of operations here. When you discard that, that's when the swap occurs, and then you're no longer rivals with each other. So can she then actually discard the cards and pick up the card? I didn't even think about that earlier. Can I see that?
I don't know.
Well, it's
Okay, rivals. When a rival plays or discards a card, you may immediately discard any 2 cards
so
to pick it up.
yeah, based on that read it, yeah, that's
I think
So-
the downside, though, is now
you have to discard 2, I think.
She did.
Taipei and
Oh,
Lima.
okay.
we're not going to be rivals anymore, though.
Yeah.
So it's not going to. We can't keep going back and forth forever.
Yeah.
But I think you've gotten the scientist, which I think is key.
So he's gone over
I'll-
here.
Oh yeah, we need
Is
to make
anybody rivals?
No.
we need to make a note that
My-
you were playing him.
Rivals are with Burley.
That was
and
it.
then you guys have one, right?
Yeah, I'm just.
Yeah.
Okay,
The researcher and Isaac have one, right?
Yeah.
got it. So this is
red.
cured.
This is July,
Cool.
Yellow is cured.
and the player was Becca. And we don't know yet if we've won.
Yellow is cured.
Okay.
So that's just curing yellow. That's not even my turn.
Yep.
So now I'm in scientist.
Now that it is cured, you can go down to Bogota and pull all those out.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true. So 1, 2, 3 cured.
Then we only need to strike one out of Miami and it's eradicated.
Eradicated. Well, as long as nothing happens before then. 1, Osaka. 2, fucking epidemic.
God damn it.
Sorry, friends.
How many cards are there right now?
4.
4 what? Oh. Shiza.
And 3 of them are red.
Sick.
Sydney's the problem.
City's a problem. Tokyo.
Luckily, I've got forecast.
Mumbai is a problem.
Luckily, I've got forecast.
And Bangkok wouldn't be a... Well, actually, Bangkok would be a problem, too.
Okay, well, first of all, we need to move the infection rate forward. We can fold this up because we've done it.
Yeah,
and
that's
I don't
fair.
think that we're going to have to search for her again
I'll take those.
because we found her,
Yep.
Okay.
right? I mean, that should be over. I'll hold it aside just in case, but... Okay.
Alright, infect.
Before we do that...
Well,
Oh, wait, sorry.
just infect.
Yeah, so one of them...
The one on the bottom.
Yep.
Santiago. Nothing
I
happens.
take that. Because
No.
it's
Three.
Does it? Oh, it still gets 3, right?
Yeah,
three.
because it's
Because we
not
haven't
eradicated.
eradicated it.
Shit. Crap weasel.
Crap weasel.
Well, there's no way to do Miami, too.
No, I know.
It's fine, right?
Alright.
I would like to do forecast this time.
Shuffle.
How
Like I
many
said,
cards are there? 5 altogether?
yeah. And we have to draw 3. What are you doing?
Stop.
That's what I'm saying. There's no need to...
Those are going to go on the top
This
of
is
the deck.
it, though.
There's no need to shuffle if I'm doing forecast.
Not really, no.
Okay.
What?
You can rearrange the top 6, correct?
Yeah, so give me
So
that one
that's-
too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Thank you.
I was like, you can do 6. Pull one in.
Because here's Madrid where there's nothing and he's there, so that's a yes. Tokyo, Mumbai is a fuck no.
Tokyo's a yes. Sorry.
Mumbai is a no. Santiago's a no.
Yeah.
So Tokyo.
Sydney's a no. I don't think. It's not quarantined.
That is true.
I mean, the problem is all this stuff's going to... I mean,
What about Tokyo?
How's Bangkok doing? Is it...
it's got 3 people on it.
Yeah.
And it's not quarantined?
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Just wait. So, this is happening on Becca's turn, yeah?
Yeah.
I would say it's better to have an outbreak in Mumbai than in Santiago. Mumbai can only hit 2 cities.
Santiago can only hit 2 cities.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So this can
No.
it does not cross this.
No.
Right.
Are we sure?
Yeah,
Yes.
no outbreaks cross it.
Okay.
It doesn't include just faded cities. It's
Okay,
any-
that's my question.
I know, that's fine. I was clarifying. So we have to pull 3 of those, and then we have to pull the next 3 on the next turn.
Right, now what do we have? What are the other ones? We've got Sydney.
I mean, Sydney can.
I can
outbreak.
get to Sydney and quarantine it on my turn.
I mean, Sydney can. It's not going to go to LA. It's not going to go to Manila because I'm there.
Mm-hmm.
And then it'll just one will go to Jakarta.
True.
That's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Where's Bangkok?
Bangkok.
There's
One
3.
will go to Kolkata. One. This will just come off this. This will just come off this. One will go to Jakarta.
Okay. We also have to remember what's going to happen on Kat's turn too. When she goes to pull all these cards, we have to figure out what to do on her turn.
Yeah,
Right.
that's kind of what I was talking about.
Like, so as far as what are the cities left? Santiago, she can't get to.
No.
So
Well, I can. I can go to Sao Paulo, Buenos
Yeah.
Aires, and then
Santiago,
to Santiago.
isn't a big deal. If it outbreaks, I can go in and fix it on my next turn, clean it up because it's cured. It just needs to be eradicated. I'm not that worried about that. I'm only worried about the way it makes the outbreak meter go up.
right. Okay.
So
So I mean,
it's actually
Santiago's
not
not.
a big deal. And
Right.
then Madrid is a good one because there's nothing there.
Well, what I'm saying is like
You're
what
there.
what I'm trying to get at is what are the things that we can actually do?
Right.
What can Kat do on her turn to mitigate some
Where
of these
is
cards?
Kat?
Okay, so I'm
She's
currently
right here.
in Tokyo. Getting from Tokyo to Bangkok.
Can't happen.
Yeah, no, it won't happen. I can.
I don't know where Bangkok is. Okay,
It's 4
thanks.
just to get there, so she couldn't do anything when she gets there.
Right. I can get to Sydney and re-quarantine Sydney. I can do that.
Yeah,
How?
because fly here and then get
Oh, okay. Thanks.
there. Okay, what are the other cards? Sorry, what are the... Okay, so Santiago gets screwed either way, so it doesn't matter where that goes.
Mumbai is the other.
And Mumbai's the other one that we're just going to have to let happen. Mumbai and Bangkok are just going to have to happen. So it doesn't matter when
Or
they...
Santiago, you mean?
Okay. Yeah.
Santiago is not a big deal. If we I mean, I can draw that on purpose because
Well,
it's just got 2 connections.
what I'm saying is like the only thing we can mitigate is Sydney, so that has to go in the second set of 3.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of it doesn't matter.
Okay, so put that one.
Sydney's
on the
going
bottom.
in the second set. So,
So,
Yeah, just put it on the top.
Yeah.
There.
Okay.
So then,
I don't see any reason Madrid can't get one.
right,
I mean, it doesn't matter whether it happens on her turn or yours.
because you're gonna be there regardless.
It's not
You're not
cured
gonna have
yet,
a
so
chance
it's
to
still going to
move.
get a thing put on it. But you know.
I mean, if we want to try to hold off like on an extra turn, just to so it happens on a later turn, is I would say put Bangkok in the after your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh fuck! If that happens, Kolkata's going to turn into a faded city.
Oh wait, is that what Bangkok's attached to?
Yes.
Yeah. There's another roadblock right there.
Okay, what's how close am I to?
What
First
cities
one,
do you
yeah.
have? Do you have Tehran, right?
I have Tehran.
So you could fly. That'd be 1, 2, 3. You
And
could.
then I can
roadblock.
roadblock it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that.
So Bangkok goes in the bottom.
Yeah.
Sydney will go up higher because there's no reason not to. Sydney can only affect Jakarta.
Yep.
Where is Sydney?
We put it in the bottom
It's already there
Oh, sorry.
because if we didn't.
Well, I mean, now it doesn't. It doesn't matter where it happens. Now,
Yeah.
so.
because she's not gonna do that now.
And so then why don't you do Santiago on your turn? We're gonna have 2 outbreaks in the next 2 turns anyway. So
Yeah.
Right. Well, let's
Actually, I
just get
think
it
we're
over
gonna-
with.
actually I think we're gonna have 3
3.
actually, because if there's just 3 we can't.
There's nothing we can do.
What's
Yeah.
the third one?
Well, Sydney's gonna go, Bangkok's gonna go, and Santiago's gonna go.
Mumbai.
Okay.
Oh shit, that's gonna be 4. Wow.
It might be better
What's-
to just let Kolkata fade, y'alls.
What's my route to Kolkata?
Your route, you fly because you have Tehran card, the Tehran card, right?
Uh-huh.
You fly there. That's 1, 2, 3.
And if I just walk to it,
1,
I
2, 3, 4.
4, so you couldn't do anything.
I think we're better to let Kolkata go to Faded City.
And then
Then I can roadblock around Kolkata later. It actually makes life easier for us to let Kolkata become faded.
quarantine Sydney.
And then quarantine Sydney to avoid at least one outbreak out of all these outbreaks that are going to happen.
Because it's gonna be that. Okay.
So instead of 4, it's 3 outrights.
Yeah.
I mean, but we're at 0 right now.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but
It still sucks.
we don't want to move up more
Halfway
than
in
half.
one, in
Oh, I
two,
know, I
2
understand.
rounds.
I'm just saying.
Okay. We're still figuring out the forecast here.
So let's just. These are the 2 that we have over here currently.
Yep.
Sydney and Bangkok. And we can move these around. Now that we've kind of figured out. So Sydney has to go here because
If
you're
she's
fixing
gonna
that.
go,
Yeah.
go quarantine it, yeah.
So,
Tokyo can definitely happen. And Madrid can definitely happen.
well, which ones do we want to happen first, and which ones do we all want to happen second? That's basically what this comes down to. I mean, Santiago doesn't matter when it happens because it's only going to affect that area. Mumbai doesn't matter when it happens because it's only going to affect that area.
What happens when Bangkok happens?
So that's going to blow, which means it adds one to Jakarta, Ho Chi Minh. Oh no,
these just two just come
these
off.
quarantines would pull and it would fade Kolkata.
Okay, what other outbreaks do we have that are going to happen? Mumbai and Santiago, so there's no bounce effect beyond that.
No. So those can happen, honestly, on her turn.
Why don't I just do these 3?
And then we pull 3 red cards on Cat's turn.
Yes, I agree.
Sorry, I find that
So
funny.
there you go.
Okay, so I'm just going to...
Flip them.
So Madrid.
It's our only one that's not going to cause an
Oh,
outbreak.
wait. Sorry, wrong one.
One.
No, it's. Oh yeah.
It's
Okay.
blue.
I'm looking around.
Alright,
No,
so
it's
let's
just
deal with
starting to get tired.
Santiago.
Okay, I'm moving the outbreak counter forward 1.
Okay, so Santiago gets a 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
No more research stations for Santiago. Not that we
And then
moved
it
that.
gets one here and one here.
Yeah.
Okay. And...
Then Mumbai.
Mumbai gets a 1. Mumbai's never had a problem before.
Nope. Which is weird. Because I feel like it's come up a million fucking times.
Okay.
Especially early
And then
on.
so Karachi would get one.
Mm-hmm.
Delhi would get one.
And that's it.
That's it.
And that's it. Okay.
Yep.
Well,
Sorry,
it was not
Kolkata.
horrendous.
We're
Next turn's
sacrificing you
horrendous.
for the greater good.
Okay,
Okay.
so that's...
So
and
here,
you,
there's that.
And you got your 2... Oh yeah, that was the other time.
That was the first
and,
one.
the
The other
time
ones
ticks
are so
on, we
good.
don't deal with anymore, so it doesn't
We're
matter.
good.
Because we already found her. Okay, so
Unless we're
Better than
supposed to
worth
start... Are we supposed to start looking for the immunologist? Was that not a...
It didn't give us anything or any, like, so
No.
I'm guessing, like, maybe it'll be next
I think
time.
it's the next game.
yeah.
It's
Okay.
got to be in
Okay.
the pile.
So, number 1. Oh hey, I can remove 1 faded figure from any city I am in
By discarding that card?
by discarding this card. It's not an action.
Where are you?
You're in Tokyo.
I'm in Tokyo.
But you're gonna go somewhere else?
So what? Bangkok's turning. Sydney's turning.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
You're still a soldier, right?
I'll still get scars if there's an outbreak in the city I'm in.
So, but you could make it to Bangkok in 4 turns and use that card to take one off of Bangkok. I mean, that would still let Sydney go, but that would mean that Kolkata would remain unfaded.
Which I kind of prefer the idea of that versus... Because I can't make it there in quarantine.
Yeah.
Because that's an action, but the grenade isn't an action.
Yeah.
It's just a card.
So I think
Do
I
it.
should get there and grenade one of these
So that's
bastards.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Grenade.
One of these pops.
Peace be unto you, faded fucker.
That's 4 actions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 2 cards.
1 Sydney, but that doesn't matter. Hazmat suit. Discard this card when starting your turn and it's considered, and I don't get a scar. Ooh, that's
Does
great.
your character get a scar anyway? I thought
I
I read
don't
that.
know.
Yeah.
But if she trades out for somebody else
For true.
at some point, if you
Alright.
play the new assignment card.
And then this, so Tokyo.
Gets 1 guy.
Okay.
Not bad.
Bangkok.
We had 2 outbreaks, didn't we? Already.
No.
No, just the
No.
one.
No, yeah, no, Mumbai and
Oh,
Santiago.
sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Jesus.
1 and
Fucking outbreaks.
so, and then
Sydney.
Sydney. So Sydney goes up to 2.
So there's an outbreak in Sydney. And the only city that gets anything from it is Jakarta,
Yep.
which is a lot better than having Bangkok break out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. That was fun.
How are we doing on... Okay, we're still doing okay on cards.
Yeah,
What's
we're
our
actually-
distribution on black cards?
I have 3.
I have 2.
I have none. You have 1.
I think we gotta maybe meet up.
Yep.
I mean, I have Karachi and Chennai.
Karachi and Chennai are right next to each other, aren't they?
Oh no, Karachi's right here and Chennai's right here.
Wait.
They're 2.
The Chennai's not where you're not giving me shit. We're not getting Chennai to. We're
Yeah,
not
we
swapping
can't
that
go
one.
in there.
Karachi we could.
Oh yeah, Chennai would be bad. Got it. Karachi.
Well, I mean, I have one that I don't get a scar.
Yeah, but I would.
Do you want to focus on wiping out yellow first, or?
I mean, I'm over there and can do it.
Well, all he has to do is walk through them, and then you can take out Miami later.
But it's gonna take me. I mean, I'd only be able to worry about. I'd only be able to do 1, 2, fly 3. I'd only be able to do point. I'd only be able to do one city.
What? You're here, right?
Yeah. Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh. I didn't even see that line there.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, that's.
If you do that, I'll go up and get Miami. And then it'll be eradicated.
And then we don't have to worry about yellows.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
You just hand me up in Lagos and hand me over.
Lima?
Lima, right.
Lagos is Africa. It's okay, I can't read anything on that side of the board, so.
Okay, so that's that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's your turn, so draw 2 cards.
No whammies.
2 blue.
That's not bad.
That's cool.
We actually need blues, right?
Yep.
Isn't blue one of them
Those
that
are
we've not
handled
cured
6.
yet?
Yep, my hand was 6.
We've only cured yellow.
Alright, so I'm gonna hand it to you with a sign.
Unfortunately, your character's at the max number of cards he can have.
Yep. So it means I gotta get rid of some of them, or yeah, I don't know. Okay. So Shanghai. Yoink. Paris.
You have London, Paris, and Montreal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Bogota.
Which is where I am. Blurp.
Do we want to switch out someone? Maybe the researcher?
We don't what? We don't.
Yeah.
Have to, oh, you want?
I
them?
would switch out the medic for the researcher. Because you've got a bunch of cards that need to be given away. I mean, that's just logic. If we're gonna win, you have to be able to hand out those blue and black cards. Nobody else has them.
Well, and if I could give them to her, that'd be better too.
Yeah.
I'm just worried about.
And you two are standing right next to each other.
Yeah. And she needs 1 fewer cards.
But don't we need to be...
They're just in the same city.
We just need to be in the same city.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you can take care of Bogota and Miami on your turn, and then you can catch up.
Well.
Yours.
I could go cure, move, cure, come back. So
Yeah.
that he would only have to spend 1 action and get to me.
Makes sense.
I'm also on a research station and a military base, and that's relatively close to the blue problem that we're
I'm more worried about
coming up.
I'm just worried about Mumbai, honestly, because it's in the stack.
I mean, I can. quarantine
I'm not
people.
that worried about Mumbai. I can get to Mumbai before you can.
True. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
Alright, so you're...
Switching out.
This will make a note.
And all you got on there.
Burley.
Can I see that?
Okay.
Forgot to write mine through.
So that's your turn. We're on your turn now, so you get your action. So go ahead and do it.
Okay, did you hold your first?
Yeah, that was. Yeah,
Yep.
that was.
Oh, sorry, I missed that part. Okay.
Don't
Yeah,
worry.
you did 3, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta quarantine some stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Do it.
What's our problem? Mumbai?
Mumbai is a problem. Bangkok is a bad problem.
Shit.
Like, you have a lot of distant ones. Sydney's a problem. I'd say Bangkok is a worse problem than Shanghai. If I was to quarantine one from a distance, that's the one I would do.
I can't like get over there really.
Get over where?
I was trying to like,
Figure out a way to get to Bangkok.
yeah. Well, I can
Can't she
one,
military
two.
base? You no. Yes, you can. Can you military base to Shanghai?
Yeah.
And then Bangkok's not attached. I'm looking at the wrong one. My bad.
Yeah, it's not. That's why
But
I'm
you
saying.
could do Bangkok. Could be your from a distance, and then you could go to Shanghai, do it, and then get back out.
True.
But then Mumbai is a problem.
I think Mumbai's going to have to be a
regardless.
problem, and I'm more worried. I would worry much more about the fated cities, especially now that we're definitely not going to have this guy.
Yeah. Okay, so I think I need to do Bangkok from far away.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Okay. Pull some cards. Johannesburg and Lagos.
This Sydney
We
card
don't
is
need
so
them
freaking
shits.
useless for me.
What was it?
Okay, and then we get 3.
Hazmat suit. Discard this card when starting your turn in a city that contains a fated.
Miami. Goes online.
Oh yeah.
Hong Kong. It has
That's
a
just-
thing.
yep.
Yeah.
Are there 2 people in Hong Kong right
Yeah. And then Chennai.
So it just goes up again.
now? Yeah, because
Fuck.
it's roadblocked.
4.
Chennai's a
Oh,
problem.
you discarded this, right? Because you played it.
Oh, sorry.
Nobody took it, so I just pushed it over there so I wouldn't
It's all good.
play it again
Okay.
by accident.
Oh
Tina.
shit! Cure. Roll up upon.
That's
Sure.
2,
Right.
3. You can clear it with all of it.
Eradicated.
And that shit is eradicated. We've now met 2 objectives.
So all we have to do
So
is
this
cure.
other shit don't matter.
No.
All we need to do is cure them blue and black.
It's alright.
Okay.
2 cards for you.
Hope one is blue or black.
One's black.
Sweet.
Unfortunately, it's the one that she has to be in the research station for, but hey. Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah.
You're not having to chase her too far.
No.
Because you can move, give her the 2 cards, and blah, blah, blah.
Oh, that part.
Okay. Atlanta.
Rude. I'm insulted by all of them.
Rude.
Sao Paulo doesn't get one.
Yeah.
And Washington.
That's
Disrespectful.
whatever. It's not bad. Alright, so I've got so many bad options.
Yeah.
Baby puppy. Alrighty. Let's see what I can do. Bangkok does not attach in good ways for me, does it? Okay, first of all, I think I'm gonna roadblock in Bangkok.
One night in Bangkok.
Or you know what? Maybe I'll move to Kolkata and then set down a roadblock to Bangkok.
That's
Yeah.
okay. So 1.
And then go roadblock both.
Yeah, might as well. So that's 2. Oh crap though, that doesn't get me to Mumbai.
Well, that's just one act. Or that's 2 actions so far.
That's 2 actions.
Yeah.
That doesn't get me to Mumbai to
No.
end its outbreak. Sorry.
That's alright. I mean, you can go to Delhi.
I'll go to Delhi and clear one out though.
Yeah.
Better than nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather not.
anything?
Nope.
I'd rather not have shit spread into Kolkata.
Cat need anything?
I'll have another Guinness. I have drinking solutions. That's
So
it
you
for my
need
turn, so I need 2
2.
cards. One's an epidemic.
Ooh.
The other one's Riyadh,
Oh.
which does me very little good, but that's alright.
We have enough black cards on this table. So.
Alright, so
Yeah, but they're gonna go to Becca.
Intensify or increase, so that's the bottom one. Gets 3 is Buenos Aires, nothing happens.
Yeah. Suck it, Buenos Aires.
Pull yellows now.
You're okay.
Did you move the infection rate up by 1?
I did now.
Cool. Put this over there.
Yeah.
I'm looking at who's got blues right now.
I just have a 1.
I have none.
I have 3.
That's the thing about it. My character cannot cure diseases.
Mine's San Francisco though, so mine's actually relatively easy for me to get to. And just hand it off. I mean, it's super easy, not relatively.
Yeah, because you're in.
I'm in Manila. Yeah, there's a station
Put that
now there.
research station up in that.
There's 2 military
military
bases. I could
bases.
just pop over.
Okay, well let's see what happens here.
Actually. Never mind.
Yeah, I was
as soon
thinking
as
about-
he comes to Sao Paulo.
Yeah, because he can go to Sao Paulo and then get over to you to give you the. After he gives Becca the black cards, he can get to Sao Paulo and give the blue cards to you.
Oh, true.
That's his shuffled as I'm gonna get him.
Alright, so here we go for 3.
No worries.
Bogota, nothing happens.
Sick.
Paris gets 1.
That's good, actually.
And Washington gets 1.
Hey,
Don't need to eradicate it, just need to
Alright.
cure it.
So, if you'd mind moving me up to Bogota.
oh wait, here's.
Oh,
Let's make it official.
1.
And all the rest of the.
2, 3, 4.
Accept that.
Do you have how many cards you have?
4, 5, 6.
I think is there another one under there?
No.
No? Okay, never mind. Sorry, I thought.
Should be good. I have like 47 of these.
These guys.
I have those.
Okay, so that's my 4.
Mm-hmm.
Draw 2. I got Manila and Mumbai.
So Manila gets one dude. Oh wait, no, it doesn't.
No.
She's standing.
there. Just kidding.
That goes so powerful.
You are very powerful.
Chennai. Fuck. Oh, that's a fallen city.
Bye, Shania. We completely lost you
That
within, like, 2
escalated
games.
fast.
That escalated quickly.
Fuck them.
Whoa.
Fuck them.
So what? So we have to discard 2 cards of the city's color to get even into Shania now.
We don't want to go in there.
It's a cesspool now. Alright, so that was 1.
2, 3.
Hey.
Right? Wait. Was that
Oh,
1?
Remember,
That was
it
your first one.
Oh,
The other
right.
3 were cats. Right?
Thank you.
Like, no, yeah, it took me a second because it happened so fast because your turn was like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it felt wrong, but.
Bangkok.
Oh.
Pulls the quarantine.
Or I guess that was
And Sydney.
Touche.
has another outbreak.
So it goes.
Oh, it's a 3.
So Sydney goes to 3.
Remember, Shania's never generated this thing moving forward. By the way, is that Shania? What is
Oh,
happening?
that's a
with it?
2. Shit.
What?
Nothing. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on with Shania.
Shania's just dead.
Yeah, we're just gonna pretend like it doesn't exist.
And we're getting one more
Same
dude.
with Osaka.
We're getting one more guy into Jakarta, right? I'm so
Jac-
glad we set up that permanent roadblock.
So yeah, and an extra guy in Jakarta. And you move the outbreak thing up.
I did.
That's it. my
That's
turn.
our 4th outbreak.
Okay, my
Because
turn.
remember, we prevented that one before.
Yeah.
Okay, do we need a quarantine or do I need to go meet someone in San Francisco?
I think we need to quarantine.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you
Just
need to.
sprinkle those motherfuckers around like candy.
So
Well, you're adjacent to Sydney. So I've quarantined Sydney. Like, I'd get the 3 that you can quarantine because you're right next to them.
So it doesn't make any sense for me to quarantine Shania anymore because it's fallen. There's roadblocks on every other single thing way
Yep.
out of there. So we can't. It doesn't
It's
matter
just
if anything
dead to
happens
us.
to that.
But
Okay,
Bangkok.
I'm just thinking through my
Yeah.
Yeah.
my actions. Yes, Bangkok is a problem. I think I do that one from far away.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 1, and then I do 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Because I'm here.
Just
Mhm.
spread them around.
Yeah. Okay. Bogota,
Goddamn.
Milan.
Oh, sweet.
Well, that means that you can get to her and give her those blue cards, and
And then
that's
I-
it.
Yeah. So on your next turn,
I can just
we can. Yeah, on your next turn, you can
yeah.
get
Cure.
Cure blue.
Okay.
Yeah, because all you have to do is go to Sao Paulo and then
Mhm.
fly to her and give her a
Okay.
bunch of cards.
Tokyo gets 1 more.
Crap.
Get balls.
Okay.
We have to deal with that because that's gonna go away.
Yep. Well, it just burns down, and we can't ever put one there again.
Atlanta gets 1 more.
So
Santiago.
that's just it.
Nothing.
Nothing else.
Tina.
I can guess a couple things you're going to do.
1, 2.
4 cards because you're a scientist.
What's happening?
Got stuck. I was
You
gonna
could go to
point
Atlanta and
Hold on,
clear
I'm
out
thinking.
some blues. Sorry.
No, it's cool. I could do that.
Well, blue's not. Well, you could take 1 off of Atlanta. 'Cause
She
it's
could take 2 off because she's only done 2 things so far.
yeah, but flying there would be 3rd action.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Yep.
Still, we don't want Atlanta to burn.
True.
I like that.
Alternatively, you could fly to Istanbul for 3, go to Cairo and clear that 1.
No, I was kind of thinking about trying to eradicate black because then we can make it.
And then you could actually, if she did that, you could eradicate black on your turn.
That's true, I could. Yeah, go for it. I'm willing to take that gamble.
What?
So if you
Risky.
fly, you fly to Istanbul for 3,
Yeah.
go to Cairo, it immediately clears because you're in this.
She's not the medic.
Oh crap! That's
Yeah,
right. Never
fuck.
mind.
It
Sorry.
just sits there. No, I had the same thought.
Sorry.
It's okay. I'm like, wait, there's something wrong with this.
So I would say do Atlanta then. Just 1.
Just 1 cube. That's all it took. Essen, Washington.
Well, shit.
For
That
fuck's
changed
fucking
things.
sake.
That changes things significantly with blue, though. Like, he can just go to you, give you 2 cards, and then the game's done.
On her turn.
No?
Oh wait, that's right. We
On
don't.
your turn.
On your
'cause
turn.
Blue.
You don't need to be.
I don't need to be on a research station. I don't need to spend an action.
It will end the game without eradicating black, but so be it.
That's fine.
I would rather
Fuck.
end the game.
Yeah, totally.
I mean,
Okay, we just need to survive.
Yeah. Cool.
Survive past my turn.
Mm-hmm.
that's all it took.
Okay.
Well, and luckily,
Hold on, we have
luckily
to
you're only
infect.
2 spots away because that's.
We have to infect.
Yes, we do. Which is going to be Mumbai.
Fuck off. Mumbai.
Mumbai goes up to 2.
And you get okay. So this gets 1.
Mm-hmm.
And this one gets 1.
And that's it.
No, it's not bad.
Next one is Miami. Nothing happens. And Hong Kong.
Which I think is just going to lose a
The
quarantine.
Blues is quarantine.
Okay.
Alright. Go to Mumbai. Clear Mumbai. Go to what's above Mumbai? Kolkata?
Karachi.
Karachi. Go to Karachi and clear Karachi.
So that's 3 and 4. Okay.
Sweet.
We're not going to eradicate black, but I can stop it from outbreaking again.
That blows.
I know, we're just never gonna.
You
get
can
to
do that just because we've cured it, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Now the treat disease thing is clear the city.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's okay. There's an epidemic.
Oh.
Yeah, it's apparently gonna happen on my turn this time. Okay, so increase the infection rate to 4,
Ugh.
and then let's see what gets 3.
Milan.
Milan gets 3. I don't think Milan currently has any, so
No.
that's okay. Alright. And then intensify. Machine, you keep causing the epidemics. Actually, that really makes a lot of sense. There's a really good chance Milan's gonna outbreak. I mean, let's be real on this shit.
There's a lot of cards there.
We're
Yeah.
drawing 4 cards.
Yeah, but there you got about 12 cards, or 12 cards there. So
Hopefully one should
1 and 3.
Fuck should I?
They could go. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, nothing worse is gonna happen. It's already fallen.
Just make it patient eye.
I feel so
Or all
guilty.
yellow.
I really love Indian food.
Me too.
Yeah.
Alright, here we go. First one is Bogota. Nothing happens.
Sweet.
Tokyo.
Tokyo has an outbreak.
Oh my Christ.
So this burns down.
Yes.
Yes.
So there's a sticker.
You don't need it.
Oh.
It wasn't a
For what?
permanent research station.
No. I thought I gotta put a cool sticker on.
No, sorry.
Aw, some other time.
Okay, so it goes up to 2.
I just wanna
Now, was
see
that
how-
just how many have been drawn so far? 2.
Just 2. So
No.
I already moved the outbreak counter forward.
okay, so that's that one, and then so shit, we're
I think we'll.
so it only gets 3. So Seoul,
Mm-hmm.
Shanghai
just
loses
loses.
that, and then
Osaka gets
Osaka.
one more.
2 more.
Hong Kong, which just gets 1.
Thank you, God.
And Miami.
Perfect.
Which doesn't get anything.
Nope.
Okay, we just won. I mean, we
So-
Tina, please.
can do it to make it official.
Yes,
Make
please.
it official.
Yes, please. Tina. So, where would you like to go? Montreal, Paris, or London? Pick
What?
2.
He's offering me cards.
Paris,
Paris
and
and
London.
London.
Okay. So that's can you move it to Atlanta? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4.
And blue can be cured any
Blue
time.
cured.
So go ahead and flip that out. And we won! Yay!
So it could be completed. We cured 3, eradicated 1, being yellow, and we found the virologist.
Yep. Because I believe that was one of the missions.
Yep.
It was.
It's a
We only
star.
had 5 faded cities. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
Okay, so we won July. Oh, that means we're back to no funded events.
Damn it.
Rude. But we could, one of our game end upgrades could be number 3 on yellow if we want.
Ooh.
I like
Let's
that
see
idea.
it.
What is number 3 on
Oh,
that?
I
We'll
wasn't-
find out.
Sorry.
I don't remember, but it's like. Uh-oh.
You can discover a cure for this disease with 1 fewer card.
Sick! Yes. We
Yes.
want that. That's sacked out dog.
I'll write the rest of the stuff later.
Go.
Just hand it around the table.
That's all I needed.
Yeah.
That's the righty yes.
July, correct?
Because we won. Yeah.
Okay. So before selecting your game end upgrades, we are supposed to open some doors. This has traditionally been Mitch's job.
I'll help find the things.
Okay. 37. 35 and 18.
37.
Mm-hmm.
Just so we're clear. More scars.
Meh.
Monophobic, you may not do the search action unless someone else is in the same city.
Ooh.
Indecisive, you may not do the build roadblock action. Weakened, if you have more than 2 equipment cards in your hand, immediately discard the excess.
Okay, 35 is the next one.
Okay. More equipment. Field Hospital, discard to add a research station to your city regardless of panic level. For this turn only, it may not be made permanent. Binoculars. Discard this card to advance a search party token 2 additional spaces when you take the search action. And there's just a duplicate of that on there. So there's
And
2.
then you already pulled out 18, which is a new game end upgrade, I take it.
Yes.
Not
which
the
is
Scratchy.
game end upgrade is paramilitary escort. Whenever you leave a city with a faded figure, remove 1 figure from that city.
Well, I like that.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Is that just an action for a character?
Yeah, paramilitary
It has
escort.
to be, but you have to be
Has to be
military.
right.
Only military characters can use this upgrade. As a game end upgrade, add an upgrade sticker to the character card. So
But
it's
we
all,
can add that to any of the military
soldier
people
or
that we
the
played.
colonel,
like the colonel.
We can add it
Burley,
to the
Rosa.
soldier. We can add it to the soldier.
There's
We can add it
4.
to Burley. We can add it to. We can't add it to the medic. Can't add it to the colonel because we didn't play him.
Oh.
Remember, game upgrades has to go to the characters you played.
Oh, so we could do the soldier, Burley, or Rosa.
Right.
Kind of makes sense for the soldier,
Yep.
but we may
I
not.
mean,
Let's
Well,
see.
we might want to hold off on that one to give it to the colonel.
Yeah.
Sorry. Well, what is it? It's remove 1 every time you move out of a city. Okay, you know what? Actually, that makes more sense for the soldier because the colonel already can remove figures and the soldier can't.
Yeah, but that means you could actually just by moving out of the city with the colonel. I mean, you could actually do more than one on a. Like, it's not even an action. It's just a whenever
Yeah.
you move out of the city.
I mean, would that make sense for Rosa?
Rosa
Not
kind
really.
of just
She doesn't-
hangs.
She doesn't move.
But it would make sense for the soldier because he does move through the quarantine
It would
areas.
make more sense for her to move though if she had that.
But with the colonel,
Yeah.
he can move through roadblocks too.
Oh, good point. Yeah, okay, should
Okay,
be the colonel.
save for Colonel.
Okay, for any game played in this is our win bonus because we won. For any game played in August after setup and before the first turn begins, add both 1 starting military base and 1 military base to any 1 city on the board. So we get to actually add a permanent starting military base.
Nice.
What?
So let's add both 1 starting military base
Okay. Permanent.
and 1 military base to any 1 city on the board.
Sweet.
So
Cool.
you get 1 that's only for during the game and 1 for the whole time.
That's
And
pretty
this 1 bonus is no longer relevant. That's it for top secret stuff. We did that search already. Okay, so now I think it's win bonus time. Are we all agreed that we want to go ahead and add another thing to LA213?
Yes.
Yes.
The
Which
one
is-
fewer card thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty spectacular.
What's the 4th one?
When you treat, remove all the cubes of this color from your city.
Oh.
Sexy.
Okay.
Whoop whoop.
Does that? I don't know. Does that seem redundant with the medic?
Yes.
What?
But then everybody could do it
Oh, yeah.
if we had that, and then you wouldn't need him. At least
Exactly.
with that, and you'd be able to eradicate really fast.
Okay, so what other game end upgrade are we thinking of? Since we're holding off on that new character upgrade for the colonel.
Permanent roadblocks.
Permanent roadblocks, maybe.
Over in that
To get rid of
line
these guys,
fucking
these
shit.
two.
Right, those two.
block
and then
off
the one
Shania and
before
then-
Yeah, some of this other stuff we've
Kolkata.
already gone over, and we don't really like some of the stuff. So
Yeah, so why don't we go ahead and roadblock the rest of the routes into Kolkata, or alternately we can block Tokyo permanently.
Well, we get 3, right?
We get 3.
Yeah. So I think we
What
do
about
these
between
2.
Chennai and Jakarta?
Why between Chennai and Jakarta?
Because
Because I'm trying to block off Shania.
don't we
Like,
want it to
completely.
be like
Oh, are we trying to totally block off Chennai permanently? Why?
it's fuck the city.
Fuck.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but it doesn't matter.
But can it still outbreak?
I mean, in the future, sure, but
Okay.
what? I'm not following the logic on this. In a future game, it's not going to have 3 guys in it.
Not always, but yeah.
I think it'd be better to block the roots of the virus spreading outside of the hot zone. In which case, I would want to put one on Tokyo.
Yeah. I like blocking Kolkata because it's not faded yet.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
that would take all three.
Well,
To block
yeah,
all
we
of
could
the
do
roads.
2 of those and Tokyo.
Yeah, because then we only have to worry about one roadblock in or out of Kolkata.
We could do.
But I mean, if you're gonna, yeah,
Alternately, we could put the roadblock between Kolkata and the rest of.
put it. Well, we don't. The thing is, there's no roadblock there, so we can't put one there.
Oh, right. We don't
It has to be one where we
Right.
have one.
I still think I think the route between Tokyo and the United States should get blocked. Because we still have Manila as our permanently open one, because as long as we have Rosa,
Yeah.
nothing's going to happen to Manila.
So I'm thinking. So if you want to do Tokyo, then at that point, I would say. God.
I mean, probably.
I would say, well, the Chennai is the least likely to get affected by the rest of these, so I would say do the road from Bangkok to Kolkata and Hong Kong to Kolkata.
I would agree with that. Because they're the two that really, when
The
they
two in
start
the
hitting,
middle.
they hit hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
You okay with that, Jenna?
Mhm.
Okay.
I think that's it.
Set down, puppy girl.
Let's see here.
Puppy girl, it's your bedtime.
Over here.
Can I have the pen back real quick?
Oh, yeah, sure thing.
Two of us played a bunch of characters.
2.
So we were doing this
yeah,
one.
the 2 in the middle. Puppy girl.
So, Mitch, you did both the medic and someone else, didn't you? And
researcher.
researcher.
Yeah.
Jenna,
Start
you were
picking.
just.
I was just Rosa,
Rosa.
the race quarantine specialist.
Next month we begin with 0 again. Ew.
She who solves mysteries.
And then Becca was.
Burly.
Yeah, what's Burley's actual title?
Operations. And then scientist.
Scientist does make the game easier to win. And I was just the machine the whole time. So I was just a soldier.
Soldier.
So we're getting closer and closer for it to be statistically impossible for us to open number 8. I say that if we never open it the whole game, that we open it anyways at the end just to see what was in it.
What,
Okay.
how do we open 8?
8 is if you lose 4 times in a row.
Oh.
Which can still happen, but we're getting to the point where
Let's
it's
fucking hope
getting
not.
more and more unlikely. If you guys want to start heading out, that's fine too. You don't have to stay here. So that's the game for tonight. Hope you enjoyed watching. Make time to tabletop or suck it.
Whoa.
Jesus.
Bye.